Peace to the gods, peace to the gods. It's a tune. Um, so I'm catching a little bit of Max's live from yesterday, and I'm skipping through it, and it's a conversation between him and I think this lawyer named Q, and Medea chimed in as well. Um, they analyzing the case and stuff like that. Um, but the little bit that I was hearing, like it was just a couple inconsistencies, or because for the most part they journalists, so they be on top of all the information, on top of the updates. But for me, when I listen to things, like my mind works in order. You get what I'm saying? It works in order, and so I'm like, well, they have like this ex lawyer up there. This is the time to ask like real questions, you know what I'm saying, and get real answers. But you got to present it to him properly. And he over there, he like, man, I'm over here scratching my head. He's scratching his head because it's all mixed up, and it kind of don't make sense. So I caught a couple of like things that uh some inconsistencies. I caught a couple of inconsistencies, and I want to play it back, and I want to correct those. I want to correct the information for clarity for the people out there, and yeah, maybe for Max as well. Just make it clear, as to what we're working with, because I want them to be on point with their information, right? Um, yeah, and so I haven't even fully listened to the live. Maybe I can skip through some of it on here, and just because I was listening to some of it on my phone. Maybe I can let's see. Let me pull it up on my YouTube. Let me go to my YouTube real quick. Boom, boom. All right, let me see. History. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay. All right. So I got it up there. So one thing that I noticed is Max did mention how he requested for a speedy trial, but Max proceeded to say that he filed the request for the speedy, that Nature Boy filed the request for the speedy trial himself, and because he filed it incorrectly, it was rejected. Now, that's partially true. That's partially true. But let's go back, because that's not where it started at. Let's go back. Nature Boy had legal representation in the beginning, and he told his attorney that I wanted to do a speedy trial. He requested for her to file a speedy trial, but she denied him. She was like, "No, I don't think that's a good idea to go to trial right away." And he was like, "No, let's do it right now." And so basically, she didn't do the speedy trial. And so when she didn't do this wouldn't do the speedy trial for him, and remind you, this at the time, this is a public defender, so this is someone who's working for the actual state. You get why I'm saying? Yes, they're supposed to be representing him, but they're working for the state and getting paid by the state. So why would she give him a speedy trial? You get why I'm saying? When she's working for them, you know what I'm saying? So off the bat, his rights were being violated, because he was not able to get that speedy trial. So because he wasn't able to get that through his attorney who was working for the actual state, he proceeded to file it himself. And in the speedy trial filing, he might have had, I think it was like a letter or a number missing. It was like a number, it was one number. It's not like the whole request was just invalid and just filed completely wrong. No, he missed the letter, I mean a number or something. And so that, of course, because there he never had a fair ruling on his behalf, of course, that speedy trial was then denied, and that's what Max was talking about. But we didn't start with how his attorney wouldn't give him a speedy trial, went and go to the judge for him about a speedy trial. We didn't start, and that's their job. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that's supposed to file that paperwork properly, so to make sure a number isn't missing. Why did he have to go do that himself? You get what I'm saying? Because his attorney was not cooperating with the situation. So we got to start from where, when we talking about situations, we want to make sure we have the most accurate information, and that we're starting from the beginning of things. All right, so boom, that's when he filed it himself. That got denied. And when, for that hearing, when it was being heard before it got denied, this was the hearing. Well, no, it got denied after he missed the number. After it got denied, he filed for a reconsideration. Once he filed for that reconsideration, they had a hearing, and at that hearing, they had his public offender attorney, who was his original attorney. They had her there, and she got up on that stand and she told, on camera, it's on camera, she mentioned how, yes, she rejected him for filing a speedy trial because she didn't think that was in his best interest. It don't matter. It don't matter, bitch. You the lawyer. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know, I know you. You know what I'm saying? You representing me, but if I'm telling you I'm ready to go to trial, let's do this. Why are y'all violating my rights and not allowing me to a speedy trial? So she got up there, and not too long after she got off of Nature Boy's case, she was transferred. Like, she not transferred, but she moved out of the whole state. So during this hearing, she had to be on video call, but she did admit that she did tell him, denied him his right for a speedy trial. She got up on camera and she said that, right? And then after they said that, the judge was like, well, your attorney does have your best interests at hand. And if she felt like you didn't need a speedy trial, then that. And no, we're not going to reconsider this new speedy trial you file, because we've never been fair with you. So we're going to deny this too. So that's what happened with the speedy trial situation. Now let's fast forward. Let's fast forward to this plea deal. The plea deal was not 10 years, Medea. Because I know, well, I don't want to put that just on Medea. I don't know if Max said it first or you said it first. But y'all journalists, y'all quote unquote supposed to be journalists. You guys need to make sure you got all your facts straight. You can't be slipping on your pimping. Okay? So what the plea deal was is they offered to drop the rate because they don't have a case on that, right? And that's the biggest charge. So we're going to drop that, and we want you to take a plea deal for the false imprisonment, and we'll offer you 5 to 7 years. And then they was trying to give him like 15 years probation, 15 years probation for the electronic transmission videos. So the plea deal was 5 to 7 years, drop the rate, 5 to 7 years for the false imprisonment, and then 15 years probation. So it was not 10 years. So even if he had 5 to 7 years and he done been sentenced for 2, that's left with 5 years. Like, if he did take that plea deal of 5 years, Buddy would be out in a couple of years on good behavior. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he would be out. And then you have the probation. But I'm like, that's ridiculous. For one, I feel like he needs a better deal negotiated. You get what I'm saying? Like in my mind, I'm like, damn, if y'all gonna drop the rate, seem like the false imprisonment needed, because that goes hand in hand. Like get that out of there too. But you gotta think, they want to get him caught up with something. They want him to plead to something. So they're like, all right, well, we'll throw this rape out because we know we don't got no evidence or no real case with you on that. We already know that's bullshit. So we'll throw that out. You know what I'm saying? And we'll give you 5 to 7 for the false imprisonment, when clearly she had a phone the whole time and she had an Uber outside. So I don't see how she was like falsely in prison. You get what I'm saying? And then the 3 electronic transmission videos seem like consolidate the 3 into one, and shit, just give me a little bit of probation for that. You get what I'm saying? But I remember speaking to him and I told him, I'm like, Chief, they not just trying to let you walk off this scotch free. They want to get you with something. So I'm like, bruh, that rape charge, you did not rape that girl. You know what I'm saying? That's null and void. That's the biggest thing. And my thing was, if this person is so called really a rapist, see the prosecution don't even believe that he's really a rapist, because if they really felt and believed that he was, why would you offer this guy a plea deal, and why would you offer to throw out the biggest charge as an alleged victim? Like, I would be like, seriously, they throwing out the rape and they just about to make him plead to this? Like, nah, this nigga did this to me. You get what I'm saying? So why y'all throwing out the biggest shit? You know what I'm saying? Because y'all wrong. You get what I'm saying? So y'all just trying to get him caught up with something. Even if probation, if he gets on probation, it's like, now we get to monitor you. We get to have a certain level of control over you. You got to stay within a certain boundary. You can't, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so basically, yeah, let's get the plea deal situation straight. He was not off for 10 years. He was off for 5 to 7 years. Dropped the rape, plead guilty to a false imprisonment for 5 to 7 years, and 15 years probation for the 3 electronic transmission videos. So that was the exact plea deal right there. But like I said, in my eyes, with better legal representation, that deal should be negotiated. And I would say an ideal deal would be, okay, throw out the rape. I'll plead to this little false imprisonment, but in my mind, it's like an alpha plea. I'm only pleading to this just to get out of the situation, even though I know I ain't did this shit. If I ain't did the rape, you know I ain't did this shit. You get what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go ahead and plead to this shit just to get up out of here. You get what I'm saying? I will plead to that, and then, like I said, get those other 3 charges consolidated into one, and have a little probation. So at the most, he can walk off. I mean, at the worst, it will be a couple years and a little bit of probation, but he'd be out like ASAP. You get what I'm saying? But it's just like, yeah, so that's the accuracy. And so we continue to move forward, and it's not funny, but it's I like the fact that you guys are talking about, Madea asked, I don't know who asked, somebody asked them like, well, how much time, or I think Q just was talking about the minimum or the maximum time that he was able to get. And that's what I was telling Madea and them the other day on my live, that though you got to operate off a point system. You can't just give somebody life out the gate off a statement who ain't never had a record before. You get what I'm saying? So then they got this talking about his so then Q goes to say, but does he have a criminal history? And that's where I stopped at. So I need to keep watching, because I don't know what they kept talking about. But he goes to say, does he have a criminal history? And they're like, no, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have a criminal history. They start trying to. He was like, well, was this some stuff in New York, or wasn't it some stripper stuff going on? Like they got to try to find something. And Madea, she mentions about the assault case that got thrown out. That don't even matter because it was thrown out. You know what I'm saying? We talking about, do he got any real charges? Has he ever been a convicted felon? Has he ever had to go up that road and serve some time for a real charge? No. You get what I'm saying? The most Nature Boy ever got a couple of speeding tickets. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Driving without no license, some dumb shit like that. But that's not a real crime, right? It's not. So then the dude Q, he was like, oh, well, I'm scratching my head here. He had to pause and go do some more homework. He was like, hold up, I'm looking it up now because it don't make sense. And so, yes, I know we're here. This is where we're at now. We're here, and we got to get through. We got to get through this whole process. But these people are on here talking about a judicial process. But what I would like to ask Max and Q, because I already asked Medea, I know her answer. But Max and Q, is this justice system for melanated people? I will also like to ask them, has there ever been any injustices within the judicial systems? I think I know their answers, but I would like to ask them, right? And if there has ever been, and if there's like a lot of injustices going on in the judicial system, why are we trusting this process right here for Chief? You get what I'm saying? Why are we so much? You get what I'm saying? When this shit not even adding up. What you mean to tell me? Oh, he don't got no criminal record? Okay, all right. Well, that's gonna make his sentences different. You get what I'm saying? And so it's just like yeah, like the whole process from beginning the system, the judicial system has so many strikes against them from me that I can just, as I'm going through the case from beginning to end, like it's so many violations, so many things that have not been properly done. You get what I'm saying? And now, they want to pick apart his what they think to be frivolous lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? But how frivolous is the actual judicial system? How frivolous, you know what I'm saying? Like how much bullshit is involved? Like how much do they not do things the proper way? You get what I'm saying? Why has he not been to trial? Why did they cancel his pre-trial? You get what I'm saying? Like why they've been. I even went down there for a hearing one time, and less than 24 hours before the hearing was supposed to start, what did they do? They canceled it. They canceled the hearing. There's been so many inconsistencies on behalf of the judicial system part, not on Chief part, but on half of the judicial system part. There's been so many inconsistencies with the way this case has been playing out. And yeah, we know the courts do be dragging their feet, so I ain't talking about that. But I'm just talking about the blatant shit that they've been like, bro. How you gonna get not give this guy no bond? Like that bond, he has a right to a bond. You get what I'm saying? Like, but y'all give a murderer a bond. But here's a guy who has not been a convicted felon. So, like I said, out the gate, this whole case is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So these people, quote unquote, slash journalists, whatever they want to call themselves, they are depending on the justice system, on the judicial system. They are depending on them, you know what I'm saying, for this case to play out. But what I'm saying is, yes, it has to play out. There is a process behind it, but ignore let's not ignore like the fucked up shit that's going on behind the scenes and in front of our face. Like it's right. Like let's not ignore the violations that this system is committing in this case. Let's not ignore how they had to switch up a whole police report and make up words and you know what I'm saying, insert. Let's not forget all that. You get what I'm saying? So I'm here to remind you guys, you know what I'm saying, like how this is a malicious prosecution. We can talk about the actual case at hand all we want, but the way they went about, you know what I'm saying? Like usually when the police can't come after you, they're supposed to have their shit together and be on point. But we know that has not always been the case. We know that this system is corrupted. So they will do some corrupt shit to get your ass if they really want you. And so right now what's going on, this is a malicious prosecution. There is corruptness going on with Nature Boy case. You know what I'm saying? And y'all want to make fun of him for filing a lawsuit, but y'all can't even point out the violations on behalf of the justice system. And then Madea done told me this justice system is not for black people. So why should we depend on them to really be fair about this? You know what I'm saying? To really be fair about this. You know what I'm saying? Why? Yeah, but maybe let me play the video. Let me see, because I like I said, I don't even know the rest of what they talking about. This
I don't see him pleading. I don't see him pleading. Um, I don't know, man. This is a quagmire. This is
Yeah,
weird.
I personally wouldn't plead if I have to register.
he said this is weird. It's been all type of weird shit going on with Chief Case. And if y'all can't see that these people been stalling, these people been dragging their feet, they been what they've been doing, just trying to like come up with some bullshit. You get what I'm saying? You can see it. You can see it clear as day. And this guy, he like, I don't know, man. This is weird. They say, man, this is weird. We haven't seen no updates. You get what I'm saying? Because the judicial system bullshitting, because they know Chief ain't really too much you got on him. All you can do is get a couple people to come up and say some bad things about him. Outside of that, y'all don't got no real case against Chief. You get what I'm saying? Let me go back a little bit. But yeah, that's what because I want to see, did he go into the whole point system thing, and when they found out that he didn't have a record, you know what I'm saying? Because I was speaking on that to Madea. So let me see. Let me go back a little bit.
Well, I can tell you this: he has just poked the hornet's nest with this lawsuit. Even if it's frivolous,
Right.
even if it's frivolous, even if it doesn't go anywhere, I'm telling you, man, I have seen this happen so many times. He's
Yep.
poked the hornet's nest.
Yep. He definitely. They're gonna really want to go after it now.
Mhm.
How do I
They
speak?
really
Now,
gonna want to go for it.
although I'm all but certain that financially it's not in the courts. It's not favorable to the state for them to bring it to trial if they can avoid it. But if they offer him a plea, I guarantee it won't be what they offered him before.
Right. Hey, Miss Black Athena, thank you for the donation. If you're listening, Miss Black Athena. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Black Athena. Yeah. See, I don't think he was fully aware. Like, okay, they offer him a deal. He's thinking, oh my God, I got all this time. He's not going to have to do all that time. He just don't know that.
Nah, he
I
know.
mean, there's
Uh-oh. What's going on, y'all?
there's I mean, he keeps his nose clean. He can be out. I mean, he still had to do some time here. Don't get me wrong. He still had to do time, but not what he's facing. I mean, it's a lot better than what he's facing if he blows trial. If he blows trial, Q, the R charge itself is 10 years. The false imprisonment, the kidnapping is
Well, hold on, Max.
mhm,
Georgia has they have a sentencing schedule. It's all their sentencing is almost um, identical to what is used on the federal side. So if the minimum is 10, he's not eligible for the minimum. You know that, right?
right. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I get it now.
He's not eligible for the minimum, nor is he eligible for the maximum. The maximum is required is reserved for the worst possible offender. All right. So he wouldn't be required. He wouldn't be eligible for the max. He does have a criminal conviction, correct?
No.
No,
He doesn't.
no.
You sure?
He has a
Um,
No, Mr. Q. No, he doesn't. No fact. He said, you sure? You sure this guy doesn't have no. He clean. He clean as a whistle. That other little old drama, that was old. That don't matter. What they said after 10 years, shit, Yeah, that shit. If the people ain't looking at it, yeah, that's a done deal. He would, you know what I'm saying? No,
Prior bad acts, and he has a case that was thrown out. That case
Yeah.
with Maisha,
Didn't
assault and battery.
didn't he have something in New York?
no.
That was, to my knowledge, no. This is his first time doing any kind of real time here.
No. I mean, it may be his first time, staying in jail this long, but I don't know. For some strange reason, when I first heard about this guy,
Mm,
I know, wasn't he a stripper? Did porn or something like that?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Q trying to
Yeah,
figure
there
it
was
out.
something that happened in New York.
I don't think nothing came of it though.
Nah, bro, ain't nothing happening in New York.
Okay.
Yeah, he never got it. He never got convicted on that.
My chief clean. My chief don't break the law, bro. My chief good. He good. He don't be out here committing crimes. He know better.
And the most time he's ever done, he was in Nicaragua. They held him. And that was a detention, and he got deported. And then they held him in Hawaii for a while, and that was it. I mean, he had some run-ins with the law. He did, but he didn't get any like serious time over that.
Well, Max, what do you think about the additional new evidence?
See, that I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I have to wait for the trial and see.
Max said, I don't know.
So,
I don't know.
but like I said, if he Q, what were you saying? He's not eligible for the minimum.
Well, that's I'm looking at that right now. As I said before, I thought he had a conviction already.
Yeah. He got reconfigured now.
No, he didn't do any serious time in his life.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know when y'all covering the case, y'all gotta have all the facts straight. So this guy, you know what I'm saying? So he can give y'all the proper feedback.
him tell it he did, but he really didn't. He spent a little bit of time in juvenile, but that was juvenile. Then it was something else. He was put away for something, but no, nothing like criminal like this what he's facing now.
Well, I can't. I'm just trying to put on my thinking cap here. I know that
Q said he tried to put on his thinking cap. Me too, Q, because this is a bunch of bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Here we got somebody with no, you know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of bullshit. But now he really trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because Q thinking like everybody else. Like this, Q thinking this nigga crazy. This man done get caught up in some shit. He done got himself in some shit. You know, so Q thinking just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But again, the internet and these trolls put 20 on 10. So Q thinking he just like a worse person, but he don't really know. Like, well, this dude, he kind of clean as a whistle, but that still don't change the facts at hand. The fact of the matter that he got these charges at hand. You know what I'm saying? That don't change that. You know, he still got to get through that.
if he pleads guilty, one of the biggest issues that that will come is whether or not he'll have to register.
Right.
He won't have to register because they already said that they're gonna drop the rape. So once you drop the rape, man, fuck that bitch. I know I ain't raped that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Drop that shit. I'll go ahead and plead out to this other little bullshit, you know, just to get up out of here. But I already know I'm the Messiah. You know, they want me. So I got the be with the 4C. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, he's not gonna have to, just like when Brother Polite get out, Brother Polite is not gonna have to register as a sex offender because they threw out the biggest charge and made him plead to the lesser charge. So here's my thing. Rashad Jamal had the same plea deal. Rashad Jamal told y'all out his own mouth they offered him 5 years. Why they offer all these guys the same thing? Why did they offer all of these guys the same 5 years, and they also offer to throw out the biggest charge in all of their cases? If these guys really committed these horrendous and horrible crimes, why would you offer to throw out the charge that these women that these innocent women are bringing forth? it doesn't make sense. Like, nah, my nigga, if you did this, and if we know you did this for sure, like, we is not throwing this big charge out, and you get what I'm saying? Like, we about to railroad your ass. But in all three cases, they offer all three guys 5 years, 5, 10, 15. You know what I'm saying? They offer them all 5 years apiece. The three prophets, 5 years apiece, which is a 15, which is a 6. And they also offer to throw out the biggest charges, which was the rape charges in all three cases. So if Nature Boy was to take a plea deal like Brother Polite, once they throw out the rape charge, he will not have to register for anything, because the only thing he pleaded to is false imprisonment in these electronic transmission videos. So no.
And I don't see him. I don't see him pleading. I don't see him pleading. I don't know, man. This is a quagmire here. This is weird.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't plead if I have to register.
Well,
That
no,
has to be negotiated. Like, if they say I don't have to register, then
but the thing of the day, Matt,
Hmm?
if he's gonna plead without the R word, you can't plead to an offense that's not a sex offense, and still have to register.
okay.
It has to be a sex offense.
How about the charges he received with the revenge porn?
Is revenge porn considered a sex offense in Georgia?
That I have to look up.
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
Just like prostitution is considered a sex offense, but it involves sex. Go figure.
Yeah.
Why would prostitution be, he said, go figure, just because it involves sex is not a crime taking, well, I guess the only crime that's taking place in prostitution is you ain't supposed to be selling that pussy. You get what I'm saying? But having sex for money, or having, you know what I'm saying, having pleasure for an exchange of money, I don't see that personally being, like, you get what I'm saying, a crime. But according, I guess, to law, it is. But he tried to make a joke like, go figure. Like, bruh, why would prostitution be a sex crime? You get what I'm saying? Is you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, like, she ain't had to fight that nigga, you know what I'm saying, to take the pussy or whatnot. Like, it's like a even exchange type shit. Like, like, all right, I'm gonna give you this pussy and you give me this money, you know what I'm saying? Like, so of course, I wouldn't view, when I see sex crime, I'm thinking like something violent. You know what I'm saying? Something violent. So yeah.
I know he's lying. He said he did 5 years in prison. No, he didn't do 5 years in prison. That's why we thought he did have a record, because he did say he did some time in prison before. But when we looked up his record, his record was almost clean, except for those run-ins he had. He did have some run-ins now, but nothing major.
Yeah, Chief did
So
jail
here's
time.
the question. You pulled up his record high.
You gotta think, being in juvenile and going from juvenile to like you know what I'm saying, to an adult jail, and you being in jail for 5 years, that is a fucking that is prison. You know what I'm saying? 5 years of your life from a juvenile to an adult, even if it is just jail, you get what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter. Juvenile is prison. You know what I'm saying? Juvenile is the kid prison. And then when you get older, you go to the jail. And now we know that jail, you know what I'm saying? But what he was trying to say, that he was imprisoned. The imprison word, he was that, like, for like 5 years of his life, he was in the system.
I went on the Georgia, where he was in Georgia. I didn't pull up New York though.
If he depending on how his research, if he had that expunged, it doesn't mean if he had it expunged, you can't see it, but it can definitely be taken into consideration upon sentencing.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if he had something expunged. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to see it.
Right.
Yeah, that was juvenile shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why, if he's 40 years old, like, why would a judge take into consideration something he did as a child You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see.
So
Because I remember him saying that he did time before.
I specifically remember
Yeah, I remember that. Mhm.
something to the nature of he was a stripper or he did porn, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm just trying to remember here. He was accused of having HIV at one point.
Yeah, people accuse him of that.
And he said that he self-healed himself.
Let me
OMG,
see. Let me go back.
bruh.
I don't think he never admitted to.
Bruh, y'all listen, y'all see this shit? Who done gave Q the wrong information? Y'all out of line, bruh. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all would try to put the worst on somebody, but y'all didn't. I guess they don't know about him taking that test on live. You know what I'm saying? To prove that he didn't have whatever. You get what I'm saying? So they trying to. Oh my goodness, bruh. Oh my goodness. He had basically people was trying to put, just like they put everything else on him. They put him being a pedophile. They put him being all this crazy shit. So of course they're gonna put, okay, now he got this. He got these diseases. You know what I'm saying? And people, I don't know how they know that, but they saying he got these diseases, right? So that was like a rumor for a long time. And finally, this nigga went on live. He got the actual test, and when he did it, he tested what was it, negative. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. So these trolls, like, this is a bunch of rumors. You know what I'm saying? Like, just rumors. But he did say, correct me if I'm wrong. So what is the name of this video? The name of this video, you know what I'm saying, is let me see. I don't forgot what is the name of this video. Quick fact check. So yes, Q, I'm correcting you. You are wrong. And like, the things he's like, wasn't he a prostitute? Didn't he do porn? Didn't he have this? I'm waiting to hear some charges though. I'm trying to see how this connect with any charges. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just rumors.
Having HIV, no. He said that if you follow his B2K diet and you in between tropical
Max said B2K. Max said if you follow his B2K diet. What Max think about BK Burger King or something? No, it's B12. It's a B12 diet. You get what I'm saying? Which is like a fruitarian diet. You know what I'm saying? But healing is it's about environmental, your actual diet when it comes to food, and your diet when it comes to peopletarian. We're peopletarian as well. You know what I'm saying? Max said B2K diet. I know he ain't mean to say that. He don't even know. I just caught that real quick. And this is my first time hearing any of this. So like, I'm listening to it right along with everybody else.
Cancer and Capricorn and ground yourself, you can heal yourself. That's what he said. But he never admit to having it. You know,
look, Q said, like he wanted to hear something different. And that's what I noticed, y'all. OMG. That's what I noticed. The trolls will ask like the most like wildest thing about Chief to like an ex-member. Well, did he ever do this? They be like, no, he didn't. Well, did he have HIV? No. Well, did he have a criminal record? No. Well, what did he mistreat the kids? No. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all be asking the wildest things about him, and the answer, y'all don't even be getting the answer that y'all be looking for. Q said, man, y'all trying to make my chief out to be like a monster, bro. When y'all the real devils.
You know who quoted him recently?
Who's that?
Warren Sapp.
Oh, I was going to say, you better not say Dr. Umar Johnson.
Warren Sapp. He said the Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn. Yes, he did. He said it. I never forget it. Said it recently. I never heard that until Nature Boy said it. Yeah, so here's the thing. I don't know if he did any serious time. I can't find it. Unless, like you said, he got it expunged.
Yeah, but expungement only hides it from public view, not from judicial administrative view.
Right.
You know, if you actually think that something is expunged off your record, go fire a shot at a police officer and see how quickly they bring it up.
Yep.
So, but yes, this lawsuit, man. As I said before, I've seen this happen many times before. This doesn't help him at all.
Yeah. Yeah, he's dealing
All
with.
right, I ain't about to listen to all this. I just be having to skip through with this thing. Say 4 hours. Yeah.
This group of people, and I guess they're consulting with him and having him do this.
And you know, it's ill-advised because, and you know, to go back to the point where you mentioned about him not having his name on the lawsuit, there are scores of lawsuits that take place where the plaintiff is only known as Jane Doe or John Doe. As a matter of fact, remember when
This was his first time, besides when he was out the country. Makita, when he was out the country, he didn't even, that was just the time he was locked up, wasn't even for long. It was for like weeks. He never even did no real time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he never got no charges in no other countries or nothing like that. They just held him. She said his first time, besides when he was out of the country. No. When he was out of the country, that's the least time he probably ever did for anything. And that was just him being held, you know what I'm saying? Like, they wasn't even charging him with nothing.
Usher had the accusation of the big girl, she was suing to Gloria Allred. Initially, she was just named as Jane Doe, but she sued.
Right. Yeah, I was also was mentioning Q. You know how that whole list came out? I said that's going to be for people to sue. You know, they want some type of. There's going to be some lawsuits coming after this.
Like, how do I
after that list came out?
Who would they sue? Just out of curiosity.
They're going to sue whoever, like, because this one victim is claiming.
How do I skip through this shit, bro? Like,
that I forget who she was naming, but I'm pretty sure she's going to probably sue for that whole wine. I mean,
off. If he just kept his mouth, kept his trap shut, and just stayed out of the media.
Nope, he couldn't do that. He couldn't do it. And then he started this whole thing where, you know, he was their guide and he started doing the hitting and all that type of stuff and the extra stuff. Now he's claiming that he was doing it to provoke people to get their attention. That's what he claims.
What they talking about was spiritual improv, and it was done for shock value. That's the same shit y'all be seeing on Love and Hip Hop and all that shit. When y'all be watching Love and Hip Hop and all that drama shit, yeah, that's the same shit. And let's not forget that these adults consented to these scenes. You get what I'm saying? They consented to participate in the filming of these scenes. What's her name even said it? Kendra even said it on one of her, when I guess tell all interviews. She was like, yes, we all agreed. She was like, we all agreed. All right. So it's just like, yeah, that's some internet shit. Remember Tabitha Pasmina said, we not here to talk about any internet videos. That's a part of his show. Y'all was tuned in to Carbonation just how y'all was tuned into Love and Hip Hop in Atlanta or whatever that shit. The Housewives, it was a reality TV show that everybody was watching. when the detectives was walking through on the body cam footage, all you see is tripods and cameras and shit set up. This was a full-on production. You get what I'm saying? Like, this was, you know what I'm saying, three productions. This man having the whole production in his living room, and y'all watching online. Like, y'all don't call the police when y'all watching shit about uh Atlanta Housewives and, you know what I'm saying, whatever, all that drama that be going on TV. I don't even know. I ain't never watched none of them shows. Just like I've never in my life seen an Empire. I never watched the episode of Power. I don't even watch TV. The most I watch is like a good movie. I catch a good movie or a good documentary, but anything outside of that, niggas don't watch TV. You know what I'm saying? But this was my TV right here. This was my reality TV show.
Well, in my opinion, based on the law, that is a bad act. It could be enhanced by some other criminal act. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
I've watched a part of the young lady's explanation that she was being held against her will. I even saw the part where he told her let her leave. It's just all stupid. It really is, and I don't know, man. I think he deserves a little time to sit on his ass, basically.
Yeah, I mean, would they come back and, let's say right now, would they come back and offer him another deal, you think? Another plea deal?
I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay.
But if they do, it would not be anywhere near. I wouldn't say it won't be less than what they've offered him before.
Okay. So it won't be less than 10 years.
No, I would be shocked if it is.
5 to 7 years is a big difference from 10 years, y'all. Like 10 years is like double the time of 5. So that's what I mean when these reporters be putting 20 on 10. Like, cause that ain't even the accurate situation at hand. They facts not all the way straight. But for the most part, they do be, you know what I'm saying, on top of the case. But just it be like certain little things I be catching. I'm like, nah, that's wrong.
Now, I forget the tally. Did anybody remember the tally on if he blows trial, like how much time he's facing?
I don't, and I should know that.
I know
how many felonies is he actually charged with?
Let me see. 1, 2,
5 counts.
He got 5 counts, and 2 of them are serious. The false imprisonment and the R charge. 25 years? Okay. So you're looking at...
He don't got 5 felonies. It's 5 counts, not 5 felonies. He asked one question. He said, how many felonies? Medea said 5 counts. That ain't the right answer. When he said how many felonies, he got 2 felonies. Max had to think about it.
5.
The question of the day is what he's charged with. Is it continued behavior, or did this happen on different times?
These current charges. Okay, so the R charge and the false imprisonment happened at the same time. Now,
okay,
after
that could be ran together, but continue.
Okay, so after the fact, after she left,
boom, he just said something. He said that can be ran together. That's what I was saying. So if y'all gonna throw out the rape charge, you might as well throw out the false imprisonment charge too, because that go hand in hand. Bruh, I ain't even a lawyer, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even a lawyer. You get what I'm saying? But I know a little something. And that's just my intelligence. Just if you just think about things, It just only makes sense to be like that. And here he is confirming some of the stuff that I was already saying. Well, you guys. Well, Medea, aka Bay's girlfriend. I think it's fair to say you heard it here first. You know what I'm saying? And then you get it here from another perspective. It's good to have perspectives though, but I've been already like saying this stuff.
Counts of revenge porn happen after the fact.
That could be ran concurrent.
Concurrent, right?
Hold up.
Yes.
Hold up. Did he just say concurrent when I said something about consolidating the those 3 charges? Is this man speaking? Let me go back a little bit because I want to make sure I'm hearing this correctly.
On the law, that is a bad act. It could be enhanced by some other criminal act. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
I've watched a part of the young lady's explanation that she was being held against her will. I even saw the part where he told her let her leave. It's just,
anybody remember the tally on if he blows trial, like how much time he's facing?
I don't, and I should know that.
I know.
How many?
Yeah, Medea, you should. Say you be slipping on your pimping, yo. You got to get it together, but that's okay. I'm here to be on your head. I'm here to make you better. I'm here to make you do a better job, be a better person. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to reflect your higher self back to you.
Felonies is he actually charged with?
Let me see. 1, 2.
That's
5
it.
counts.
He got 5 counts, and 2 of them are serious. The false imprisonment and the R charge. 25 years? Okay. So you're looking at 25.
The question of the day is what he's charged with. Is it continued behavior, or did this happen on at different times?
These current charges. Okay, so the R charge and the false imprisonment happened at the same time. Now,
okay,
after
that could be ran together, but continue.
Okay, so after the fact, after she left, the counts of revenge porn happened after the fact.
That could be ran concurrent.
Concurrent, right? Yeah. So we have 2 consecutive.
The R charge in the false imprisonment, that could be ran concurrent. The anything subsequent could be ran consecutive.
Consecutive, right? So he has counts of revenge porn. So yeah, that could be ran consecutive. Which
I said that. That's what I told y'all. That's what I said. That would make the most sense. But they trying to stack as much shit up on him possible because they want to get him caught up in something. He just needs to be caught up in their web. You know what I'm saying? So they could kind of like monitor him because he is the Messiah. So it's like we got to monitor the Messiah. Y'all see what's going on. 2024, what did I say? We coming out the gate blazing, smoking hot. You got niggas flying in courtrooms, pouncing on white judges. You get what I'm saying? You got fucking aliens running through the malls. You got all these catastrophic events happening. Y'all see what time it is, bro.
Carries a maximum of, I believe, 3 years apiece.
Mm-hmm.
So he's looking at, if it's consecutive, he gets 6 years for that.
I can only see that happening if he actually goes to trial.
Yeah, if he goes to trial.
And loses, of course. But upon plea, they may hit his ass with registration.
Yeah, I know, right? They could. And he's screwed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
What, laughing?
Yeah, they
If you
It makes
were
it
representing
makes sense
him,
that they
oh,
offered
sorry,
him
Max.
10 years, though. It makes sense that they offered him that.
Let me see what are the degrees of sexual offense in Georgia.
This is that charge there. That's he got 2 serious felonies. Q. The first 2 charges.
Man, listen, the fact that these people, I can't give it the fact that they throwing out the rape. The rape is the case. You get what I'm saying? Like the revenge point, that's some misdemeanor shit. That's some blue ticket shit we can take care of. You get what I'm saying? But that other shit, you know what I'm saying? That's the big shit. But they offering to throw that out. So that just that tells you everything you need to know about this case. So these people try to dig and tear this shit so deep apart, but just look at the reality of it all. Like, if he's really guilty of this, why are y'all talking about throwing out that charge? It just don't make sense when you thinking about it with your, you know what I'm saying? Like, with your own real clear mind. Just think about it.
Let me bring it up. Let me bring it up real quick.
The lesser crime, the lesser charge, if he had to plead guilty, the lesser charge would have been sexual battery. Yeah, if they want to stick him with registration, which I think that's what would happen. If he was charged with sexual battery from the get go, then he probably can escape registration, and they'll give him something like battery.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. What was Medea saying?
Oh no, I was just gonna ask you if you were his
Not Medea. I made that mistake and said the same thing before, but I think I like what she about to ask. Let me see.
counsel, what would you tell him to take it to trial, or would you suggest that he take a plea?
Would that be before? Would that be before or after he makes an ass of himself on social media and file a lawsuit?
Before.
Before?
Mm-hmm.
If it was not all of the humdrum on social media, I would take it to trial. Based off what I saw, I would take it to trial. And
he said based off what he saw. What did you see, Mr. Q? I want to know, what did you see? Did you see what I see? That this was some bullshit? Because that's the only way you're gonna really take it to trial. You know what I'm saying? What did you see? What did you? I'm sorry. Let me not interrupt him. Let him speak.
The argument would be that she was able to leave of her own free will. That was one. The other one regarding the revenge porn. I would have to look at that from a forensic position, primarily because there are some cases I've seen, especially dealing with what do you call it? When men are accosting or trying to have sexual conduct with children online, where they have been accused of sending lewd pictures. I have seen cases that have thrown out because they couldn't prove that he actually sent the picture. As a matter of fact, there was a teacher at Robin High School in New Orleans that was arrested for sending a picture of his private parts to a student, and they came to the school and arrested the teacher, locked him up, and they had to drop the charges because they could not prove that he was the one that actually pressed send.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
So what was it was false imprisonment and the R word. It's fightable,
Yeah, the
But
first one is on the R charge, serious felony, then false imprisonment, and he has
Mhm.
3 charges of prohibition on nude or let me see, what does it say? I can't. Nude or sexual. This
Why would
revenge
these two
porn,
say
put it that way.
felonies?
He got 2 as a felony and 1 as a misdemeanor on those 3 charges.
Oh yeah, they did do that. They did do that.
well, the description of in Georgia, description of sexual battery and in the R word are so very closely related. And what is the penalty for sexual battery in the state of Georgia? Good question. Let me see. I used to have a Georgia Code of Criminal Procedure. I don't know, but it's been years. Jesus.
Oh, you said he admitted to uploading it, Jakuma. Yeah, Q. This is some information for you. He did give a statement when he got arrested.
I
And
mean,
he said that I see he should have remained silent.
and
He got a lawyer like you, he could have said, listen, we don't know if he uploaded to Twitter. Prove it.
Max.
But no, let me tell you what he said, Q. He I'm paraphrasing, but he gave a statement which he shouldn't have, and he said it was for educational purposes.
Dummy.
So yeah, so he pretty much.
So
But they been doing porn on Twitter. That was nothing new. You get what I'm saying? That just didn't happen when she left. That was going on right up on, you know what I'm saying? Until that moment, she agreed to those videos, those previous videos that was on the timeline of her. She agreed to those videos. You get what I'm saying? Any video that was made, she agreed to them. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, that can go. Those can go either way, but still, these some little bullshit shit. And then why do they got these 2 felonies or misdemeanors? Because they really trying to get this nigga like really caught up, when really they should have just been misdemeanors. I wonder what made the difference. So yeah, they been had that porn shit going on, and I know Mr. Q laughing at it, but I mean, bro, like they asked, well, he not his attorney, but if he was, they asking him questions. But at the same time, shit, he was doing porn on Twitter, and so like it's not. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not like rare for him to speak on it. Like, oh yeah, since he started, he was like, I'm doing porn. You know, this is my sexual education, and it sound funny, but the nigga was showing you the you get what I'm saying? All type of shit. Like sex is sacred. You get what I'm saying? Like sex is like there's a science to sex. You get what I'm saying? Like there's a science to that shit, you know? And like people get weird when it comes down to sex. Like people get real weird when everything is based off of fucking sex. Every day we're having sex. Right now, you having sex with the air that you breathe. There's a constant like exchange. There's a constant sacred exchange, and that's all sex is sacred energy exchange. You know, but for some reason, when a nigga, you know what I'm saying, get on Twitter and start slinging dick, you get what I'm saying, start showing off his moves and shit like that. You know, they're like, oh my gosh, like, oh, he is just out of line. Like, y'all don't say that about the gorilla when y'all go to the zoo to visit the zoo and the gorilla just getting down. You get what I'm saying? Like, everybody, you know what I'm saying, y'all do laugh at the gorillas, but that's in our human nature. You know what I'm saying? And on Twitter, it is not illegal to post your porn on Twitter. So what I'm speaking about is that the porn that they had going on prior to all of this even happening.
So the parallel would have to be drawn, it has to be. It's easy to draw a line from when you uploaded it to an argument that happened before you uploaded it. If you had an argument with someone who wasn't related to her or someone that's not her, then you can't really count that as revenge porn. There's nothing to avenge or revenge. But because the person who you had the argument with, and y'all no longer talking, you upload it, That's so easy to prove in court. Needless to say,
Right.
what I was about to say, not only for you but for the people that's listening, can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Right.
Not
No statement
possibly,
should have been given.
not we might, not we'll think about it. It can and will be used against you in a court of law.
No statement should be given whatsoever.
There's an attorney. He actually taught at Tulane for a little while. I think he's on the West Coast. His slogan is "Shut the F up." Have you seen him before?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the slogan. Shut the F up. Don't talk to cops. Shut the F up.
Yeah. As soon as he said it was for educational purposes, he shot himself in the foot.
No, as soon as you say he uploaded it, regardless of what the reason was, he didn't have to give a reason.
Right.
He could have said that. Yeah. Well, just his mere knowledge of it being uploaded at that particular time
Right.
was enough. Regardless of that, he could have said, I accidentally sent it up. It was a butt dial or something like that.
Right.
Once you acknowledge that you know about it, then you put the prosecution in a position to draw an inference.
Yep. He shouldn't have gave a statement. He said it was for educational purposes. That's why he did it. Okay, well, you just admitted to these 3 counts, which is, like you said, is going to be easy to prove. They carry 3 years apiece. It's 9 years. If they sentence him to the max on that.
Hello?
So it's when they gave him the original plea deal, it made sense that they gave him 10 years. Because that means they were going to drop the first charge, which is the R charge, and just keep 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's safe to say that if you put his brains in a bird's ass, it'll fly backwards. That's not funny, Max.
I know it's not funny. It's just it's crazy. And you know the thing is, he panics because when the police came to his house, he said, "Don't shoot, don't shoot. We're okay." At that point, his mind, he was thinking, "How can I talk my way out of this?" That was a mistake. He should have just remained silent. And then, oh God! And then he got on the phone, Q, when he was at the jail. And you know it's recorded. It says it's recorded.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Did y'all contact her yet?"
I heard that.
Yeah.
Witness intimidation. He better be lucky. They didn't. Well, if anyone contacted that girl,
mm-hmm.
The prosecution, the state had, they were well within the authority to charge them with witness intimidation and lock all the asses up.
Yeah, they didn't do it.
Google and see what does the state of Georgia considers to be a witness. And if anyone, I don't know verbatim in Georgia, but I know in Louisiana, it's anyone who has been subpoenaed or anyone who has given a statement in any way, shape, form, or fashion to any officer or officer of the court. You're considered a witness. And it's something as simple as, Max, if you and I are friends, if you're and I are friends, we've been friends for a long time, and we have a fight in the street. We both get arrested or get a summons, go to court, and we go to court for pre-trial, and then they tell us a date. If you call me and say, "Hey man, we've been friends for a long time, bro. Let's drop this." Max, that is a felony.
Right.
You're interfering with a witness. You're trying to coerce a witness.
Yeah, they didn't charge him with it. He's lucky.
He didn't skate on that drone though.
That's a separate situation. Q, you know about that, right?
it's like, damn, bro, I just tell you, I be tripping. Like, that's how you gonna come at me, like, get a tick. Like, it's not, this shit ain't no game. It just look like she ain't had no disregard for whatever he told her. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Which, at the end of the day, they try to make it so much of these crime shits and this and that, but yeah, it's a particular type of people that keep coming across this platform, and it's like the minority, the low motherfucking, the low income. It's just like certain type of people, bro. Like, clearly y'all got to do something. Like, something. It ain't just, oh, let a nigga get a taste. The world fuck up.
Yeah. Hey y'all, this is my brother talking right now. This is my brother talking. I letting them boy hear what you had to say about that dude or whatnot. But
oh
yeah, that shit.
Yeah, you can't tell nobody that. Oh, I'm right here telling you. Mind you, he ain't go deep into detail, but you don't know what the half he been going through on the streets. So the nigga tell you that you, let you get a taste of that, just total disregard. I ain't gonna snap like that with shit. It's somebody that gonna snap on you, dog. Simple as that.
Yeah. And you saying like you can see why, because it's just like there's something like that'll make you snap. But I'm like,
I've been through it, bro. I'm trying to tell you. I tell the judge straight up, bro. Like, I got a gun on me, yeah, but I ain't no violent person, you know. I'm trying to protect my family. I'm a man. I got, some crazy stuff was going on, and losing friends. I got a gun. Do this make me a bad person? No. Judge said, blah, blah, blah. Hand the time down. The boy do not care, bro.
Yeah.
The boy do not care, bro.
Yeah. And so you done been in that position, so that's why you can say exactly like how that dude probably was thinking in his mind. And I think that too, because we got this shit going on every day, and it's like at some point, like all these people that have been thinking this, at some point somebody gonna actually do it, right? But
mind you, she probably did this shit 200 plus times to people, bro.
Yeah, that could be a possibility.
And fathers and mothers, like you. That ain't even her first time. Them judges, they give judgments every week, dog. Every week they give like 15, like they be on the docket all the time, dog. Like, you ain't no telling how much people she done gave. She probably done gave over 500 years, bro.
Clearly that was some karma. But a part of me still feel like MK Ultra was involved in that shit, because it was just like, cause why they ain't shoot him? Why they ain't shoot him? You get why I'm saying?
But see, remember I told you that too. All them guns, man, if it ain't no high profile case, he ain't even had no super high profile case. They not gonna have them stuff in it loaded or so quick to draw a gun, because they in defense, but he raging. You pull that gun out, he gonna overpower you for that gun probably. Then it's gonna be a whole nother situation then. So all the time, just because it's a low case, I don't know how serious this case, man, but it ain't been no high profile case, because he wouldn't even have made it past, you know what I'm saying? The bailiff would start standing right beside you.
Yeah.
It'd be three right beside you, one right behind you. He wouldn't have been able to make his way that close if he was high profile. Them guns don't be loaded.
Yeah, but like how it happened at the beginning of the year, I just feel like, just like that Montgomery brawl, yeah, these are real life situations that are taking place, but a part of me feel like that somewhere some MK Ultra or some staging was involved, because this should be playing on the emotions of the people, and just coming out the gate, like it been all type of, you see the shit I sent you about the aliens and supposed to be in the mall and all the shit sound crazy, but it was another video, I don't know if I sent you, of the skies. They was at the beach and the skies just been looking crazy. Like,
I thought
that shit that looked fooled up in it. But
that was crazy.
But all that shit. But so all this shit, I feel like they can be playing, but no. So one of these people on YouTube, right? They had a picture. I gotta screenshot the picture and send it to you, bruh. If you see that lady fucking eyes, bruh, she looked like a reptilian, bruh. You can tell her eyes look like glass, like she was soulless. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just like, I don't know, bro. Like it's just a lot of weird shit. And the way that, and did you see how high, bro? You know how high them podiums be.
You can talk to a random person sometime in the streets, dog, and you will have, say you just tell them some sad stories. You will create a connection just that quick, and their response, you can tell based on their response. With them judges, you will go in there and tell them exactly what's been going on in your life, bruh. Why you pick up this just dope to sell it. Why you did whatever you would tell them, and them boys look right at you and be like, well, you, how old are you? You know better than time. Like you be like, what?
Yeah, but
like,
still,
it's just no. Them boys, it's like soulless. It's like, bro, it's no way.
Yeah,
no way you got a son that doing or kids or certain. It's just no way. But in reality, they do. They just.
But when you see her eyes, when you see her eyes,
for a purpose to get that judgment, bro. It's just, as a village, I feel like as a whole, yeah, people, the community back in the day, we can make judgments on people, but who the fuck you yourself give you the right to just give judgment day on like doomsday to people, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can see it this. Yeah, you don't got the right. Don't nobody really got the right. As a village community, we should have the right to do that, but not as a whole. Not you, just one person. Telling what you got going on at home.
Yeah,
what you got going on in your
and
home
half of them boy be racist and shit like that, and them boy don't really like when the justice system ain't never really been for, you get what I'm saying, for fucking black people anyways. But yeah, when you see this picture of this lady eyes, bro, you could tell her eyes are like glass, my nigga.
Send it up right here. I'm about to be cranking up a little while. Just hit me once you get done.
All right, you talking to me?
Yeah.
All right, I gonna holler at you.
All
right. What I about to say? Who on here? Andre 3000, Carbonation in the building, Peace Reflection. Nah, this ain't carbonation, Andre. This imagination. You in the wrong building, bro. Nah, I'm playing. You in the right building. You in imagination building. But yeah, we ain't with that carpet. That CB. That's old news. That's old news. You stuck in the old paradigm. And Andre, I really believe you would troll. I saw your Instagram account. I was trying to figure out if this is one of Medea burner accounts. She be having them burner accounts, but I don't know. Gaia, what's good, Gaia? Yeah, so that was my brother. We were just now me and my brother was just he had just called me. We be chopping it up at all type of shit. And some of my brother be speaking that real shit too, and he done come from a lot of that shit. He done been through that shit, so he know how that shit is. So sometimes I be listening to his stories, like I haven't went through all the things he went through when it comes down to the system, but I was there by witnessing it happening to him. But of course he put himself in some of those situations, but just like the process, and it was. He went through the same shit at one time. They kept denying his bond because they saying he was a danger to the community. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like it's the same story when it come down to our black men. But yeah, my brother, sometimes I like to listen to him talk too, because he'd give me another perspective on things and shit like that. But yeah, that's my little bro right there. But yeah. Dang, guy. Okay, guys. So I'm on StreamYard. How do I get you up here? Because I'm really about to not be doing. I wasn't about to listen to that whole commentary. I just had, I be catching my little parts, and so I just want to do a little quick fact check. Maybe I'll do a part 2 and finish listening to it. But yeah, I can't sit and listen to random people like just ramble and talk. You know what I'm saying? Like. This shit is like a puzzle. It's like people really trying to like put this shit together and like really like be like, damn, what's gonna happen? Everybody will know what's gonna happen. But me, I'm just looking at the process behind everything, like, and breaking down the process, like, this is what it is. This is, what I'm saying? Like, okay. So these are the options, so these are the violations, you know what I'm saying? So this has been all the unfairness that has been going on throughout this case, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it'd be for me. How do I drop the link? Do you know how do I do that, Gaia? Let's see, because there is, okay, it says invite, copy. Okay, let's see. Is that it, Gaia? Are you able to click on it from there? I just copied and pasted. It says invite through Gmail, email, or Messenger. And then it says copy link. So I copied the link and put it in the chat. But I don't know if that's... Let me look on my phone. Oh, there you go, Gaia. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. Peace, Gaia. Peace.
Peace, Anna.
How's it
Yeah,
going?
everybody. Good. How you been?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. I just was going over that video. I know when we was in Medea Live yesterday, Max was like, Anna, he was like, I'm about to go live, come over. But I didn't get a chance to make it over there. So I was just catching like the replay and yeah, just with them talking, talking about, because I guess the new update with him filing that lawsuit or whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I caught that line late though. I didn't hear all of it. I caught a pretty good deal of it though.
Okay. You said you in Atlanta, ain't it?
Yeah, I live in College Park, Georgia, so it's like right outside of Atlanta.
Oh
Like,
yeah, you right. You ain't too far from Chief.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. True. I'm from South Carolina. I got family in Georgia though. Like I got a good bit of family in Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
You from? That's where you from?
Yeah, I'm from Georgia.
Dang. So it seemed like you've been born and raised. You never really like left there.
No, I never left. I mean, I left to visit places and not to live. But yeah, I've been here my
Mm-hmm.
whole life.
Dang, that's what's up. Dang. So like, how did you come across like Carbonation and Chief and everything? Like when did that like begin for you?
It started like some years ago. Like I guess when he first like started, I was on not YouTube. I was on Facebook, and my cousin, she was actually talking against him, and she was like, Nature Boy is like fraud, and I was like, and she posted it, and I was like, who in the world is Nature Boy? So then I looked him up, and that's when I discovered them, and so I didn't watch him a lot. I would go on his Facebook and like just see what he would post and things like that. And so
what
it
like
was
what part do you remember? Like where was he at? What country or what part did you come in at?
I remember he wasn't in the States anymore. He had already left the US. I'm not sure what countries, because I really wasn't following them. I would like check in on their Facebook and like look at their posts and like the pictures and things like that. But it was like every once in a while. But I know they weren't in the States. I just don't know what country they was in. But it was so long ago.
Okay.
And I was, checking in every now and then. Then when the whole thing happened with this case, that's when I started like looking into them like more. And, I found Lisa Says What. I found her.
Was you on them when they was in Atlanta? When they got to Atlanta, was you still watching them or not really?
I wouldn't know. I wasn't watching. I didn't even know they was back in the States. I didn't know that until the case hit. And I was like, oh, they came back. And so then when that case hit, a lot of people like started like refollowing them. Like, what happened? Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I was doing. And then I eventually found Lisa Says What, her YouTube, which led me to Medea's YouTube. And that's how I got involved with chatting it up with them like that. So yeah.
Now it's funny because okay, so we met off of Medea's platform, but
yeah.
Medea in here.
Oh Lord.
She said that's not me. He follows Solar. Oh, that ain't your burner page. You don't follow Solar? Don't you follow everybody? But yeah, so you caught me over there, and so really I ain't supposed to be over there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not my people, that's not my crowd or whatnot. But it's just I feel like with Chief being locked up, you get what I'm saying? Like for so long, like the trolls have been trying to control like the whole narrative of the situation, and just it's just like trying to make him to be out this monster, trying to, you get what I'm saying? So I represent balance. I represent my yacht. So I am here to like tip the scales. You get what I'm saying? A lot of
Right.
times people want to talk about the bad things about him. I'm here to tell y'all the good things about him. You get what I'm saying? Because people are like, people are just, people are crazy. People are weird, man. People trying to act like we all perfect and we got everything together and stuff like that. But it's just like, you supposed to have like grace and compassion for people, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and just like, but people want to see the worst happen to people. And it's just,
Mhm.
if I'm supposed to be love and light, and if y'all saying he's a demon or he's that, then that I can't be a demon too. I have to be love and light, and I have to uplift him. You get what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's my stance. That's my stance. And not only that, like, we all already know, okay, this is a holographic universe. Like, a lot of this shit is an illusion. You get what I'm saying? But we're also dealing with things in a physical, on a physical level. So we're dealing with, you know, reality, some, how do I want to say it? Like, we're dealing with reality to some extent here.
Right.
Um, what point am I trying to make? My bad. I'm kind of losing my thought. I'm sitting here rambling, but I got a point to make. Dang, what was I saying?
We was talking about that we're all like, what was you saying? That what was you saying? You were talking about we all in a certain type of reality, and it's an
Yeah, it really
illusionary,
just was
but
the point. Yeah, just was the point to think. So the reality that we're in, you know, we have to face ourselves on a daily. You get what I'm saying? So like, this is like real life here. You get what I'm saying? I don't have time to be pointing the finger at people. You know how many past relationships I had that didn't work out? I can't get on social media and cry about that and say what they ever did wrong to me. Like, to me, that's not true healing. You get what I'm saying? Like,
right.
so it's just like, who even got time to be on social media, like talking about other people? Like, how seem like there's so much that we can be working on within ourselves. I don't got time to like down another person. That's why when you
Right.
see me over there in Medea comments, like, I don't got time to hate. You get what I'm saying? But Medea, she be trolling, you know, and she know that. She'll tell you she be trolling, but she infiltrated our group chat. And you know, so me, it's just like certain things, what you resist persists. So I see these trolls like just trying to like really do the most. So they like me, I don't really gotta say a lot. I could talk a lot, but in my real life, like, I go throughout my days speaking like very little. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I can also like, I'm real lit in real life. You get what I'm saying? So meanwhile, while the trolls think they trolling, why? And I'm not here to be a troll, but I'm, like I said, I'm here to tip those scales. So I'm gonna come with love. You get what I'm saying? So that's why you got carbonation #1 troll, Medea, and she's my friend now. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm
Right.
here leading with love. So she try to infiltrate our group chat. Like, I'm about to infiltrate your whole, like, with love. You get what I'm saying? Your whole, and I'm not like the whole, it's supposed to be a movement. Like, the only movement we should be having out here is the movement of love. You get what I'm saying? But everybody want to make a name for themselves. Everybody want to be somebody. And a lot of people want to attach themselves to like Chief, and you know what I'm saying, like, feed off of the energy, and that's fine
Right.
because we need the word, like, put it out there. That's cool, but things are usually working for you and not against you. So that's why you see me over there. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's why, you know, I ain't supposed to be over there. And really, me, who I am in my real life, I ain't about to take the time to go back and forth with no trolls, because I'm a real life intellectual. Like, y'all not even on my level. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, I'm like, okay, well, I'll play a little bit too. You get what I'm saying? So that's how me and you met. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
From me being over there. But usually imagination, the members, and that's what I don't like. I caught Medea talking about the wives last night. Stop that, Medea, because she be giving false narratives. You get what I'm saying? She trying to make it
Yeah.
seem like they in her chat watching her. The wives do not watch you, Medea. I'm the only person who really come up in your chat, and that's just because I don't give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? So I'm different. My body different. You get what I'm saying? They really, they move a certain type of way. They ain't even out here, you know what I'm saying, being messy in these YouTube streets like that. You get what I'm saying? But me, I'm more of a civilian, so I'm like I'm like, I'll be in warrior mode. You get what I'm saying? So I be like with my spiritual rifle, I be in there sniping all them trolls. Like, what is y'all talking about? Y'all ain't even really talking about nothing. Then when you start talking, they be on your head, bro. Like, everybody's trying to make a point to prove you wrong. And I'm like, but these just like comments. These people like are NPCs, non-playable characters. Like, these people not even, and so like it's a whole weird situation, but I get it. So because I get it, I'm able to play the game. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, this YouTube stuff, and like, it's not my life. You get what I'm saying? Like, I got a real life. And in my real life, I'm literally like tapped into divine knowledge itself. I'm really like, going within. And you get what I'm saying, which we should all be doing. So it's just like, I don't even be seeing how these people got time to be on bullshit with, all the shit. Like, but so much, they just want him to fall so bad. And I guess it's a story, bro. I guess it's a part of the whole. And then sometimes I'll be like I done had to think of my past. I'm like, boy, Anna, how the fuck did you get caught up in this psyop? Like, how was you walking with the Messiah? Because I don't know if you know, but Carbonation, they used to live with me. They used to live with me out here in Vegas. You get what I'm saying? So like, I know Chief personally. I done spent some time with him, but it's just like, yeah, you get what I'm saying? So it's just, I'm like, how did you get caught up? Because first I started watching them on YouTube. So I'm watching you on my phone, and I go from watching you on my phone to now y'all in my living room.
House, right.
Yeah, and I'm like, my girl at the time, she was like, OMG, like, how is Carbonation over at your house? We used to watch them. She was like, I don't believe you and shit like that. And so it's just like, I've always kind of like been a master manifester in my life. And I never forget Chief. People used to always call up and be like, well, how do we join? How do you join Carbonation? And Chief was like, you don't join. Like, you either on the frequency or you not. And he was like, if you're on the frequency, then we'll cross paths one day. And sure enough, bro, like I said, I went from watching them in my phone to watching them in my living room. And yeah, it was a cool experience. You know what I'm saying? I would say it was wholesome. I got a chance to, because I'm like, first we all watching it like a reality TV show on TV or something like that. So now it's just like, I'm in it. And I'm like, I'll be like, dang, Anna, how did you get yourself like involved in this? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And then, so, I'll be breaking down the symbolism behind all this, and I'll be breaking, I go into numerology a little bit. Not that I'm like big, like I know all about it, but I know a little bit about a lot of things, And I had put something, did you see on my community wall when I was like, the last 4 digits of my phone number let you know exactly who I am? Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. What is the last 4 digits?
So the last 4 digits of my phone number is 0369. And basically, like, it could have been it because that's what we represent. We represent the 3, the 6, and the 9. You get what I'm saying? So and chief name in numerology, it breaks down to the 3, the 6, and the 9, to the 12, to the 3. You know what I'm saying? That's why he calls himself the 3 God or whatnot. So my last 4 digits, like, the 0 could have been any number. It could have been a 7. It could have been a 8. It could have been a 4 before the 369. But the 0 solidified the 369. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that just lets you know. So that just lets you know. And so like why I'm walking with the 3. You get what I'm saying? Like, because I understand he has like divine energy. You know what I'm saying? He had a divine message for the people. And look, Medea trying to get. I'm gonna let you tip top. Medea trying to get up on here. I'm gonna put Medea up, and I'm gonna go back to the comments. But what you about to say?
It's just that ever since the case hit the news and stuff, I always had like a sympathy for Eligio and for, imagination as a whole. And I didn't know why I felt so interconnected with them because I had never met them or anything. But it's just I've been having all these downloads about particularly him, being an earth god. And I had to realize I'm an earth goddess. I'm like, I've been told by Mother Earth that I am her child and I'm here with a mission to advocate for her. And I went into this deep meditation and my higher self was like, he's an earth god too. And we need to help him because he fell into like a lower vibration. And the whole thing with him going to jail, that's to get him to sit down and think and go within so he can fix himself. So, because his mission and his mission is so important that the universe is giving him so many chances because we need him on earth to do his mission. So like this is like his last chance. The universe is like giving him to like, you got to get it right because you got to teach these people the right thing because he's like I like his name because it does mean chosen one, but if it also relates to the word legion because he's supposed to have a following, he's supposed to have a legion of people to listen to him. That's why his name with the numerology, all that breaks down because he is an incarnated God being and he has a divine mission and he can't slip up. So the universe is trying to get him to like, sit down so you can get this right. So you can come out so you can get back on your grind, the right way.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right. And I would say that, to be honest with you, I think Nature Boy, he's taught or shared whatever information that has ever streamed with him. I believe, well, he's always growing. So he has more to put out. But as far as like the whole teaching mode, I don't know if that's the exact mode he's going to come back out on. Cause it's just like, yo, I done gave y'all the work. You know what I'm saying? Now we in the, we're in the information of, what is it? The age of Aquarius, which is the age of information.
Yeah.
And we have to apply this information to our actual life. So it's just like, ain't really about talking more. Like you done talk to the people. So now at this point, I would just say focus on yourself, apply your own information and apply your own knowledge to your life and live your best life, which he plans on doing. You know what I'm saying? Which he plans on doing. I wanted to answer a question real quick. Andre 3000 said, I is the real queen.
That's why I came up here because I wanted to let you know that he was disrespecting the queen of imagination. I wanted to let you know.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, Andre, like you out of pocket. They all the queens. Oh, Medea, how you just gonna run up here and drop back down? Look, Medea be being messy now. She be being messy. She like, I just want to let you know. Yeah, and then he says, "Are you in love with Master Chief?" Yes, I'm in love with Master Chief because I'm in love with myself. You get what I'm saying?
And
so
we're all one.
Yeah, these people be trying to like ask these questions, like, bro, like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, if of course, yes, I'm in love. She said, "That's all I wanted to tell you that. All I wanted to tell you that." But then you be being messing with they like it goes back and forth now. But so back to what you were saying, like that's facts. And like just like you probably heard me said it a few times now, but every great god and civilization has to fall in order to rise again. So that's just what's happening. Like even us back in the ancient times, we were kings and queens, we ruled, but we also fell to our lower self. And when you fall to your lower self, that's so you can fall to your lower self to remember who you are, to remind yourself that you are God. You get what I'm saying? That's just the duality to life. And we all do that already. Like how many times have we, like people could say, oh, I wasn't a good person in my past, but then I became better. You know what I'm saying? Or people got to go to some low points just to make it better. Like that's just a part of life. That's a part of life. And so that's a part of Chief journey at this point. You get what I'm saying? So the people try to pick it apart. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, this is what's happening, or he deserves this. But For me, I like you said, I get that the universe is making him sick, and you know what I'm saying, so he can level himself up and become better. Like that's why I said him being in there, this is self-preservation for him. You get what I'm saying? So he's becoming better because of this situation. So it's not necessarily, it's not a bad thing. It's very much necessary. It's necessary. What else was I gonna say?
Sometimes I watch like his older videos. I like his older things more, like right before he left and like right after he left the US, because I feel like that was when he was in like his most purest state. And I watched those videos and I really like them. They really enlighten me.
Dang, that's crazy that you say that, because like when I'll be talking to him on the phone, I'll be like, yo, Chief, I just went back to the beginning of your videos and I was watching I told him the same. I was watching, I was like, dog, you was lit. I said, you still lit. Listen, Chief still lit. He only getting better. Like his conversation, he's still him now. Don't get it twisted. You get what I'm saying? But I was like, you was just in your rawest, most purest version. And, you know, that's when he was like, don't eat nothing if, you know what I'm saying, if it don't have a seed. You know what I'm saying?
Because I just started fruitarianism. And the reason I looked into it was because I saw his video about being a fruitarian. I was like, let me look into it. And now I'm a fruitarian. And it's like, it's I don't even be hungry like that because it's very satisfying to eat fruit all day.
Yeah, and like that, we're already electrical beings, so we are supposed to be, you know, having, you know, eating electrical food. Now people would be like, well, now he eat meat, and that's another thing, because in the beginning I'm like, yo, Chief was lit. He was in his purest form, and me and you, for conversational purposes, we would say that's when he was more in his highest self. But to be honest with you, he never left his like higher self. He just went into his lower self a little bit. But you want to know what's your real higher self is your most balanced self. You get what I'm saying? Because it's just not all about being a higher self, being a higher self, being a higher self. No, you can't be too holier than thou. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have, you know what I'm saying? It gotta be a balance to that. So when I think Velvet must have left and she was like, nah, we need to incorporate like chicken and eggs and stuff, certain little thing. Then, you know, like they started, you know, the weight gain, and, you know, they started getting that back. So I like, and people's like, oh my gosh, he's eating meat again after he said never eat meat. I feel like on your journey, it has to, you know what I'm saying? People could do whatever they choose. Yeah, whatever they choose to do. But I know that I've been in modes like when I was becoming conscious, I'm like, oh, this food, they fucking putting this shit in our food. I'm like, oh, I can't eat this shit. Like I started freaking out, you know what I'm saying? And I could be very extreme with certain things, but I had to understand you gotta have a balance with this stuff. And if you're gonna do something, you gotta make sure you're doing it the right way. You get what I'm saying? So so a fruitarian, but I will also tell you to incorporate some vegetables. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't just do all fruit. You want to have a balance with this stuff. You get what I'm saying? So do fruits and vegetables, and make sure that you also taking herbs on top of that. Because if your diet already that clean and that light, the herbs is what's gonna boost you up. You get what I'm saying? The herbs are super booster, you know, type of deal. But yeah, definitely that balance. So when he started eating a little bit of chicken and fish and started having a little bit of fun, people thought that was him falling to his lower self. Like when he moved to Atlanta, and I remember my ex, she sent me a picture because he had on like some Jordans. She was like, oh, he wearing Jordans now? Like, you know, yes, we know that stuff is Babylonian-ish ways. But you gotta have a balance. So, and what I mean by that, because you don't know how many times with me, I'm like, to be a monk or be a missionary. I got access to some land in Puerto Rico. I can go to Puerto Rico right now and go off the grid as much as, you know, and be like, and live off the land and eat, and my food grow right there on the land, and just don't, you know what I'm saying, get out of the system if I really feel like the system was just so fucked up. You get what I'm saying? Or I can be here in, you know what I'm saying, in the States, and just I'm spreading, you know, like I'm a pillar for my people. So I got work to do out here. And I feel like that's what he felt like. He wanted to come back and connect with his people. You get what I'm saying? Which was which ultimately led to, like, you know what I'm saying, his takedown. But at the same time, it can appear like, well, he failed to his lower self, or he failed to this.
Mm-hmm.
But even when he was wrong, he was right. Like, it was the necessary steps to get him in the position that he is
Yeah.
now,
Mm-hmm.
so he
Yeah.
can receive the upgrades that he needed to receive. And not only that, but it's just like, if you ain't never been through no real shit, and you got people around you, you know, real, like, that'll really show you the people you got around you. So when we saw everybody started, it's not the fact that they left away from Chief, but it's just like, we can see the antics behind, like, a Solar or whatever. Like, y'all, to me, in my mind, like, y'all niggas flam as fuck. Y'all wasn't like this when he was out, but y'all want to turn up on the internet. You get what I'm saying? To me, I don't respect that. You know what I'm saying? I know a real nigga when I see one. You get what I'm saying? And some of them just wasn't that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, all of that had to happen. Like, elevation requires separation. So for him to, like, really reform himself, and for him to just, like, reform and transform himself,
Right.
you gotta do away, bro, with all, you gotta shed all the bullshit. So this
That's
is
why he was in solitary confinement in jail. That's why but when I heard that, I was like, oh, the universe was really want him to, like, go within that, because now he's, like, 23 hours by himself with his thoughts.
He ain't have no choice.
He didn't have a choice.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Nah, you right.
And the whole thing, I know a lot of people are mad at Janae, but I feel like the thing that happened with her, she was like a necessary component to bring him to this point so he could sit down. Like,
I call
all
her
of that had
she's a pawn. She's a pawn. You get what I'm saying? Because also, like, me and you, we can talk about this on the spiritual level, and then there's a physical aspect to this. But on a physical aspect, we know that COINTEL is involved in this situation. COINTELPRO is definitely involved, and you gotta think. See, you wasn't really watching the watching them, like, probably keeping up with them, like, during certain points. But Janae left and came back 3 times. That last time he came back, everybody was like, hold on, something's not right about her. It seems like is she like a undercover, or do she got and I remember, I think I was talking to Mama Aya, and she was like, we was telling Chief, like, something was, you know what I'm saying, like, something was off with her. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like and then I don't know if you was able to see on his page, he had a video where the police came to his door, you know what I'm saying, and all the women were outside and stuff. They were all wearing white, and Janae was the only person who shook the police's hand. The police tried to shake the other woman's hand, but they just kind of, like, bowed out. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, I see certain things. And if you ever, like, I don't know if you went to the beginning of my community wall, but, like, Janae is holding a black umbrella. Her and Kendra is under this, like, a black umbrella, and then Janae was holding the black umbrella behind Chief and Queen Malia kissing and shit like that. So it's just like the symbolism. And we can't forget that Chief already prophesied that this was what was going to happen to him. You get what I'm saying? Which I feel like some of that MK Ultra, like, MK Ultra was involved with all, like, you know what I'm saying, but she's a pawn. So it's not about her. It's not about her. She's a pawn. But if we ever wanted to talk about, like, really break the case down and really break the inconsistencies down, like, her ass ain't right. She ain't right as a person, but they had to use her. You get what I feel like they had to use her to kind of like infiltrate the situation. But, and I'm talking, I know you probably hear me talking, you like, man, I'm using the word infiltrate and pawn and stuff like that. But
it's fine.
It was necessary for her to be a part of that storyline, so to bring him to this point.
Exactly. And I noticed, like, I've seen little clips of that when Janae was in with everyone in Imagination, and it's like her energy that comes off of her, it's always a little different than everybody else's, and I picked up on that quick. I'm not saying it was bad or good, I'm just saying it was different. Like, out of all the other girls, it'd be like an old video, it's like her energy would be different.
Yeah. Yeah, shit really be that's the part the beautiful thing about like the occult is like the hidden
Mhm.
world. Like you really gotta see things not just with your two eyes, you know what I'm saying, but with your
Yeah.
third eye. Like you got
Mhm.
and it's not so much as seeing things, it's a feeling. You gotta feel things
Feel it.
in
Yeah.
your spirit. You know, what I'm talking about is another sense. I don't even know how to describe it. You get what I'm saying? But
Right.
you really just gotta be able to like see through the bullshit. But yeah, I believe he gonna do the necessary work that needs to be done so he can overcome the situation. And
Mhm.
I always, since I met him to now, I always know to trust him. I'll be like, okay, I'm like, man, this seemed crazy. Like it has seemed whatever, but he always end up making sense. You get what I'm saying? So I just learned at this point just to be like, all right, well, just
Yeah.
because I know he got a certain type of you got to think people be talking about all his bad karma, but
Yeah.
Chief got a lot of good karma too. Like I don't
Mhm.
know which trumps, you know, if one is any greater than the other, but Chief done touch a lot of people. If you like you said in the beginning videos, if you go back to those videos and read the comments,
Yeah.
like people were really inspired by him.
Mhm.
People's lives were being transformed. He was one of the few teachers that really connected with the people. Like you could have access to him. If you want
Mhm.
to have a conversation with him, you could have go on his live and Instagram and come up and ask him whatever you want to ask him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He was very
Mhm.
accessible and stuff like that. And I remember I used to watch his lives and people just used to some people used to go in there like, man, you saved me from suicide and just all type of stuff.
Mhm.
You know? So I know he's put a divine message out there. So I feel like he got good karma on his side, man. Something, you know what I'm saying? And so we believe in miracles. I believe in miracles. And I believe he gonna be okay. I believe he gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
the internet like to put 20 on 10 when it come down to his situation, but when you gotta
Mhm.
really know this court shit. So I don't know if you know, but his original plea deal, they was offering to drop the rape charge, and then they was like, but we want you to plead to the false imprisonment, and we'll give you 5 to 7 years for the false imprisonment and 15 years
Mhm.
for the free electronic transmission. So
That's
it's like,
that's not a deal. I mean, that's not a
yeah,
deal to me.
yeah, I know it.
Substantial amount of time in prison is that's not a deal to me.
You
Like
said what?
it's a substantial amount of time behind bars, like that long is still to me, that's not a deal. You see what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it didn't. It don't. It's not your ideal deal. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It could. I feel like could have been negotiated better, but you got to think they was offering to throw out the biggest charge, which is the rape. And I believe the rape and false imprisonment go hand in hand. Like if you gonna throw this out, then you might as well throw that out too. You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like I told Chief on the phone, I'm like, Chief, these people are not going to let you just get away scotch free. They not going
Yeah.
to let you walk away from the situation scot free. They want you to plead out to something. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That's just what it's going to be. Even if you know what I'm saying, even if he do take it to trial, he might beat these 2 or 3 charges, but they gonna try to find him, trump him, and find him guilty on
Right.
something. You get
Something,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? They want he's the Messiah. They have to monitor him. They want him to be caught up in
Mhm.
their system, right? So boom. So
Yeah.
if they threw out the rape, which is the biggest charge, I told him, I like, man, fuck that bitch. You know you ain't did that shit. They gonna throw out the R word. All right, throw that shit out. Now you got the
Mhm.
false imprisonment, 5 to 7 years. He done been in there for 2 years. Usually
Already, yeah.
when you do time, like if you got federal time, you gotta do 85% of that jump. If you got state time, that's different. He can probably do a couple years and just be out on good behavior or something like that. But then they try to say 15 years probation for those 3 elections. I'm like, God damn, 15 years, like that's just you
Yeah.
trying to have control over my life at that point. So you're right.
Mhm.
That was not to me the best deal. I feel like they needed to consolidate. If anything, drop the rate, give me time served for this false imprisonment, and I'll take
Mhm.
a little bit of probation for those electronic transmission videos. That would seem ideal to me, you know.
Right.
So
But
yeah.
make sure that you don't say like the R word, just say R word or say great because I don't want them to shut your channel down when you're
Oh,
describing it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I notice people say that and do that, but me, like, I'm explicit. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, maybe I want to strike. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really got no filter. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm real. Like, people, but I know you looking out right now. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I sometimes I do that on purpose. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Just
Mm-hmm.
not really on purpose, but it's just like, bro, like I'm here to tell it real. Like, the word grape sound funny anyways. You get what I'm saying? But nah, it's a certain way you got to play that. But yeah, this is just a little YouTube channel for me. Like, you would never hear me say, y'all hit the like button and hit the subscribe
Yeah.
button. You would never hear me say that. You get what I'm saying? Because I ain't on here for that. I just use this as a platform to say what I need to say and
Right.
speak my little piece and get on through. I'm not really concerned with what other people got going on, you know. But I do. I stay in the loop, and that's just me. I know earlier the Madea was like the why. She was like, yes, they do. No, they don't, bro. Them boy do not. They too consumed with what Chief got going. You think they got time to be sitting in a Madea live? Like, they not even
Right.
on that. If anything, I'll be running back and telling them everything that's going. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not that they sent me, but that's just me. They know I'm gonna
Right.
keep my ear plugged into the streets because I need to know what the streets talking about in regards to this. Because me, I'm an observer, so I like to observe things from all perspectives. And like I mentioned this before in one of my lives, like if I got a hater, and my hater like, Anna, you got some weak ass calves. Well, you know what? Maybe I need to take that in consideration. Maybe my calves is little and is weak, and maybe I need to hit leg day more often. Maybe I need to get that. You know, your haters point out some shit that you need to be working on. So it's like I be keeping my ear, you know, plugged into the streets or whatnot. But if y'all think for a second, Madea, you are full of yourself if you think the wives is sitting there just listening and tapping into your, like, that's just not happening. It's not.
Oh,
It's not.
I have a question. I always wondered this. The name from carbonation to imagination. Do you know why the name changed, or
I
are they?
mean, there was never an actual explanation or reasoning for that changing, but you got to think like, that's the upgrade. Like, it's imagination is the upgrade. You know, things are always constantly changing and evolving. So it's like carbonation, like them weird ass people. You get what I'm saying? Them ponds, they attach to that carbonation shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, like Chief just is a genius. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he never just said, oh nah, you know what I'm saying? That's just him.
Right.
He's like ever evolving. Just he had how many names? He will always, like, you know, change his name and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a part of that. And when you think about it, it makes sense. Like Imagine Nation, and he used to play that song. And see, you wasn't really, because you say you don't got Instagram and stuff, but in his he used to play that song. He was really channeling, right? He was really channeling, and so when he started channeling, it was looking crazy. It was looking crazy to the people, but he was really, because on this spiritual journey, there's levels to this shit, bro. Like, you can be conscious and you can speak knowledge, but once you start channeling into your magic, and once you start displaying that shit on camera, did you see the video where they with the Eye of Horus, when they made the Eye of Horus appear above their house? Oh my gosh. Okay, you shouldn't have said that, guy, because now I'm about to pull it up. But anyways,
I was just saying, I recently started channeling, like within the past maybe 4 or 5 months. I started, because I'm an Arcturian starseed, and so I am, and I'm all these different things. I'm trying to straighten everything out. I'm the earth. I'm the child of, my spiritual mother is Gaia, literally the spirit of the earth. Then my spiritual father is Ra, the spirit of the sun. But then also I'm an incarnated starseed from the Arcturians. And so I channel Arcturian light language. And I just recently started doing that. Like, I mean, since the summer. So it's like a few months. And like,
that's like
since I started channeling,
they be in the way they be talking, they be like doing that other language, right? You be doing that too?
Yeah, and I do the hand, and like at first I didn't know what I was saying, but now I know what I'm saying when I channel, and it's the most powerful experience. And like I was told that I am like an ancient, like sage, like I'm an ancient being, and like I I reincarnated again to call all of the earth gods, because it's me, it's Eligio, it's so many of us. We have to be called to do our divine purpose and our divine mission. So it's my mission to call everybody together like an army, so that we can line up on our frequency together and do our mission correctly. So like, you know, now I'm channeling, I can understand my channels. Like it's really interesting. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, so that's crazy. I met this guy. So, well, there's this girl, her name is Erin Lyon, and that's the first time I've seen anyone like that was on Black Magic, and she was doing the words and the movements and stuff, and I was like, wow. So I also met this guy.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What was you about to say about her, Erin Lyons?
I saw that same live, that's when I first heard about her too.
Yeah, I like her.
Black Magic. Yeah.
Yeah, I like her. I like the way she articulates herself. I actually follow her too, because if you ask her a question, you would think she gonna answer it a certain way, but she ended up answering it with such like a clear perspective in a way you didn't even expect for her to answer it, you know? But yeah, that was my first time hearing that light language, hearing somebody speak that light language. And so I met a guy out here in Vegas, and he was like telling me about it, and it was just, you know, I ended up chilling with him. Like we ended up linking up, and he had like this, it was like he was on the 3rd floor. Like it was just all the symbolism was leading up. Soon as I walked in, it was like 12 and everything. And we started having a conversation, and he started explaining to me like how he was like, man, I don't know what this is. He was like, but I've been doing this. When he showed me the video, I'm like, yo, you speaking light language. And so I pulled up the video of Aaron, and he was like, man, I feel like I'm looking for my tribe, like I'm looking for my people. He was like, I don't know where this came from. And then he started showing me like pictures of how he was making like shit appear in the sky and shit like that. So it's just like that's what Chief was doing in the end. And people thought he was crazy, bro. But no, they just didn't understand. He was channeling. And I'm looking for the video as I'm telling you this, but what was I going to say in regards to his channeling?
I know you said that when they put on video, people thought it looked crazy, but he was just channeling.
Yeah, and not only that, when he had everybody like chanting the same thing at the same time, like, bro, there's power in that. You get what I'm saying? That there's power in those chants. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up something else, but I gotta find this one video here first. But yeah, so that's what he was doing towards the end, and people thought he was tripping out. But when you get a group of people, when y'all bring all this energy together and y'all start repeating, y'all putting a chant out there, and y'all got these mudras, y'all got your hands set up in these mudras, you're gonna like, you get what I'm saying? And so when after that pyramid came, after he made that pyramid and the Eye of Horus show up above his house, next thing you know, they was kicking his door down. You get what I'm saying? They was kicking his door in. And you got to think, prior to that, they sent him a letter. They sent him a notice that he was like on some for the electronic transmitted videos. They like, okay, you're being summoned to come to court behind this, and that's when he had the paper, right? Yeah. But then next thing you know, they came and kicked down the door. We like, damn, well, how y'all go from sending the paper to kicking down the door? So the paper was for the electronic transmission, but she went back to the police 2 weeks later to basically, you know, tell them about the incident. And I'm just breaking that down for conversational purposes. But me and you already know the grander scheme to things is like, she had to do that. Like, it had to happen like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I found the video. I'm about to play it.
Okay.
Let's see. This shit crazy, bro. Like, Chief was really tapping into some shit. I was gonna make a point about channeling, though. I was gonna make a point. Maybe it'll come back to me. Let's see. Can you see it?
I see it.
Shit is ridiculous. Yeah, we don't know who he is anymore. Let's take this shit serious. We don't know. Yeah. They try to put fear in us. Where all these religions left us in conditions that's fucked up. So fucked. Since it's so fucked. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, I'm God.
Keep watching.
I'll say it again. I don't need friends. I don't care who I offend. I'm God, nigga. God. And you ain't no different from me. No different, vibrate at different frequency. Vibrate. I left the prison, now I'm free. Yeah, I left the prison, now I'm free. I had to leave, that shit wasn't for me.
First, they got a pyramid, right? And you know they whole thing pyramid, you know what I'm saying? And with their hands would be in the signs of like triangles. Like everything was like triangles of pyramid for us during this time.
I was incarcerated in mental enslavement. Open your third eye and you will see. I had a boss son take control of my energy. Message self can be pro to the enemy. Separation and illusion, you are the tree. We are one, treat each other like royalty. Yeah, I know you was programmed to go chase that bag. But what you don't know is to distract you from the fact that you're greater than the money, the fame. You're worth more than the ice on your chain. That's so more important than all of these things. You stuck in this three-dimensional plane. Yeah, I pick up young and go so high. You a god, don't debate me, don't justify. The proof is within you, go in your mind. Yeah, I pick up young and go so high. You a god, don't debate me, don't justify. The proof is within you, go in your mind. Shit is ridiculous. Yeah, we don't know who he is anymore. Let's take this shit serious. We don't know. Yeah. They try to put fear in us.
Oh wow.
With all these religions, the conditions is fucked up. So fucked. Yeah. I'ma tell you, I'm God, nigga. I'm God.
You gotta be kidding me.
Look at the other little part come out.
I don't care who I fan.
I'm God, nigga.
Oh wow.
And you ain't no different from me. No different, vibrate at different frequency. Vibrate. I left the prison, now I'm free. Yeah.
Kind of them rainy days, cloudy days, the diamonds.
Bruh, look, he said, how did they forget about the eye of horrors forming above the house?
Right. That's power. That's power.
That was him channeling. Oh, because I think we got into the conversation because you was like, what made the name change to Imagination? So he was forever like he's always evolving, right? And so like he used to play it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can't do anything. But I think didn't it say something about imagination? Like, you know, he was basically that, and even what's the Willy Wonka song and all that, like he was going tapping. It was like a childlike, you get what I'm saying? But it was like imagination, like it just makes sense. It makes sense. You get what I'm saying? And so the saying behind imagination is the only way out is in. The only way out is in. So it just makes sense. It just makes sense. You get what I'm saying? He was definitely, and then he did some. Chief was he was lit. Towards the end, he was lit. The things he was saying, like I could understand him. Other people, they thought he was going crazy, but he was just really channeling, like a power was like coming through him, like a spirit. There was a spirit, bro, that was like operating through him to get him. One time he even passed out on live. Like he was on live and he like fell out. But they was doing like a lot of like
a lot of channeling.
Yeah, a lot of that light work. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, and he literally passed out. Like they had to catch him and get him some water, and then he woke back up like, yo, what the fuck? Like type shit. You get what I'm saying? So he was definitely channeling some shit, and you know, that Hadu and shit like that. So it's just like, and people was like, I don't know, but it's all a part of the storyline. To me, it makes sense. I can't even really put it in words, but it just makes sense in my mind. It makes sense in my spirit, you know? I want to pull up this other video. Hopefully, that's just still on stream. I want to pull up.
Are you on their Instagram? What are you on right here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's his Instagram right there. Guy, I'm gonna need for you to get an Instagram. Is it any particular reason why you just not on social media? Like,
you know, when I was on Facebook and Facebook did that metaverse thing, and a lot of spiritual people were like, "This is just them creating a false imitation version of like the astral." And so a lot of spiritual people, we pulled out of Facebook because we could see that the metaverse was not, the intention of the metaverse was not good. So since Facebook owns Instagram, I left both. I just left both. So I didn't want to be part of metaverse or
you ain't playing with that.
So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you I get it. It makes sense. It makes sense. I just feel like I only use social media like for inspirational and informational purposes, like mainly,
Mhm.
that's, but people can get caught up in it and all the bullshit that they be sharing, but it seems like it's
Yeah,
actually a lot of spiritual people, like, I mean, I don't know how much everybody, really on the path, but
mhm.
it's another world on
It's a
that
lot of them
internet. I
still on
see
there.
that,
Yeah,
but you on
yeah.
TikTok though. I heard TikTok. I heard TikTok like crack, bro. That thing addictive. That's what I
I try
heard.
not to go on there too much.
I don't got
I
it.
just use it to advertise for my YouTube, really.
I don't got it. Would you ever consider like coming back though? Like, well, not necessarily Facebook, but would you ever consider like getting Instagram? Like, or
Maybe opening up an Instagram just so I can see like other people's Instagrams, but not like me posting anything.
I'm about to say,
Like,
why not get your
yeah.
downloads? Get your downloads out like that too.
Yeah. I was
But
thinking about
you
that.
just don't want to be caught up in the bullshit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll consider it. I have to
Yeah, I
see.
can feel that, because you gotta think like things. If you are alchemist, you should be able to use anything to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? Even the things
Mhm.
that was sent, cause, whatever. You as alchemists, we are able to transmute that energy. So a lot of things you just got to use it for your advantage. Take advantage of things, and like we get caught up, like not necessarily caught up, but I already know what it's like being like a super spiritual person. Like we try not to too much get caught up in worldly things,
Mhm.
and I know that, but again, we gotta have that balance. You get what I'm saying? Because it's here. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta just have balance with things. That's just
Yeah.
my perspective. That's
Yeah.
my perspective. But I definitely could respect your perspective for sure. Here, I want to pull up this other video that I saw. I saw it on Twitter, and I thought it was pretty powerful. Let's see. Prison. Share screen. Okay. What did you think about that, Gaia?
I just feel like she's channeling like some strong warrior energy.
Could you feel
Um,
it? Could you feel it through the
yes,
video? Like
yes.
I got goosebumps. Like every time I watch it, like there's no way you can watch that and not feel. If you watch this and don't feel anything, like so listen. It says New Zealand's youngest MP in 170 years, Hannah Rawiti Mapi Clark, 21-year-old, gives her maiden speech in Parliament. Now they say maiden
Mhm.
speech in Parliament, but I went to, oh shit. But I went to the comments,
Mhm.
and they it's we're gonna see what exactly um is this. Hold on, let me get to the comments, because the comments tell you what she was doing. We can see exactly what it was called, what she was saying.
Mm.
It's not a speech, it's a haka to show pride, strength, and unity. It's a war dance.
Mhm. Mm.
So that's what she was doing. Hold on. We are running back through. Damn, bro. I know
Yeah.
that's right. To me, that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing right there, you know?
It is.
But yeah, like, yeah. Them people when Medea and Lisa would say that this is not how to act in the courtroom.
The
But
courtroom,
we know
right?
this is, yeah, this ain't proper. This is not the code of conduct in a United States, courtroom. But at the same time, bro, if not carbonation of imagination went up in there with them mudras and all black and them chants, man, them people wouldn't
Mhm.
know what to think. You get what I'm saying? Like they
Right.
were like, what the hell going on, But a lot of times people tend to demonize things that they don't understand.
Understand, yeah.
Yeah, and
Are you
so
are you coming to the trial?
oh yeah, I'm gonna be there for sure. I was down there for a couple of the hearings. I pulled up
Mm.
a couple of times. I was down there, vibing out with Juju Jackson and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll be there for sure. Yeah, I'll be
I've
there.
been debating it because I'm right here in Georgia already, and it's like everybody's creating all these GoFundMe's to go, and I'm like, I'm here, so maybe
Yeah,
I should just go because I'm already here. I don't have to do nothing but
hell,
drive.
hell yeah, hell yeah. Because how far are you from DeKalb County?
Oh man, maybe like 20 minutes. My daughter goes to school in DeKalb County, so I'm like 20 minutes from her school, so 20 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, that'd be dope if you came. That'd be a nice, what I'm saying, meet you in real life and stuff. Because I like connecting with like-minded and kindred souls and spirits, because it just lets me know
Mhm.
like I'm not here alone and stuff like that.
Exactly.
That there's other people who's experiencing similar things. Because I'm like, man, am I tripping? Am I going crazy? And then
Yeah.
when the things start adding up, and when the math start mathing, I'm like, oh shit. Like you see my phone number and that's just what we was on. We was on that 369 before Chief got locked up. We still on the 369, And
Yeah.
then yeah, I broke down his whole name and everything. I broke that
Mhm.
down as well. But yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. What's this video right here? It says the true character.
Because actually, when I get off the expressway here in Georgia, the
Mhm,
the exit that I get off on to like
mhm.
go to my daughter's school, the jail is right there. Like you can see it from from the exit. So I'm nowhere from
Man, yeah. Yeah, so you right there.
yeah.
Have you ever tapped into any of their music?
A little bit. I know I listened to his music on your channel. Um, I forget which video it was. I forget the name of the video, but it was one of his songs. I listened to it.
The Shining Bright song.
Was it?
Charlie.
I
Will
get
walk
was
with
yeah,
hand
that
in
one.
hand. Yeah. But they got like albums and stuff, and like they whole album is like they shit is lit, bro. This one of
Mhm.
them songs, but they shit is lit. The music that they was making, like I ain't here, and this ain't about the ex members, but bro, like Chief had them lit in the jungle.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like who was making music videos in the jungle,
Jungle.
and it was like what they was rapping about. If you listen to the words, like if you listen to any of those little mixtapes, it will uplift your frequency because it's just like, man, this music from the future, you know what I'm saying? Then when they left, it's just like niggas ain't made a hit since Carbonation. And
Mhm.
Medea, I think she spoke on listening to some Caliber's music, and he rapping about like hoes and like
Yeah.
all type of the weird shit now. But
Yeah.
yeah, she really had them niggas in their higher self. He was just like
Mhm.
it was just like a boot camp. Like Carbonation was probably like a spiritual boot
With your
camp.
boot
Like
camp. Yeah.
he was a fucking drill sergeant. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Cause like that should be going down for real, for real. Even like hazing and like fraternities and stuff like that. Like that stuff
Mhm.
like be going on. Like, but nobody, that's like a fraternity. That's like a whatever, like it's almost like cultists, you know what I'm saying? Which a cult isn't a
Right.
bad thing, but it's a group of people doing their own thing. And if all these group of people decide this is what they want to do, then that's what they want to
Right.
do. But you
Exactly.
have the haters and the trolls, they're like, oh no, that's not right. They shouldn't be doing that. But what might be right for you might be wrong for the next person. What might be wrong for the next person might be right for you. So it's like
Right.
who are we to judge anybody's like, you know what I'm saying, what they got going on. But let's see, I want to play this because this
Mhm. Oh, have you do you keep in contact with the wives? Like, I don't want to be. I'm not trying to be nosy, but are they okay? Because they're so
Oh
quiet.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Nah, they good. Nah, they good. Yeah, I always talk. Be talking to them and keeping the communication. We was all on the phone the other day. Nah, everything good. They good. Yep.
good. Good.
I literally just sent them like a big like big old care package, and it was
Oh.
like full of herbs, like all these herbs, these tea
Mhm.
blends. I sent them sea moss gel. I sent body butters. Like I really, you know what I'm saying? Like that's my job. My job,
Yeah.
like people always tell me, yo, just make sure my wife's good. You get what I'm saying? So my job is
Right.
to make sure they good and stuff. And I'm just here to like whatever they need as far as assistance, here to assist them in that way, because
Mhm.
they've been really holding it down, bro. They really been like, holding it
Yeah.
down. So helping them, boost themselves up, boost their sales up, boost they, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, and so they can prepare themselves for, for Chiefs return or whatnot. But yeah, everything
Mhm.
good. They solid. They ain't
Good.
everything,
Good.
yeah, everything locked in with that. Yeah, but that was one of. But I wanted to play a couple. He got clips. It ain't the whole song or nothing like that. But let me see. It might have been back a little bit. But it's just like what they was like talking about in their music. Let me see.
Mm.
Is this what is this? Yeah, Chief is like a genius, bro.
Yeah. He's
I don't see how people can't
extremely.
see that though. Like the way his mind
Mhm.
operate, like how everything in order and everything. Like that's his mind.
Mhm. Mhm.
And you know what they say about geniuses, like even like niggas like Albert Einstein and shit like that. Like geniuses like are kind of like come off as crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That is what it is.
Mhm.
Shoot, don't people be thinking you be crazy when you be talking in that chat?
They do. They
They think you
do.
out your mind,
Most people think I am, but I'm not.
but you
And
you know exactly what the fuck going on.
right. And it's for me, I have 3 daughters, so trying to teach them, like, it's so much information that I channel and things that
Mhm.
I've learned, and I'm trying to instill that in them. And we're living in a world where they're being like, the opposite is in their faces all day. It's like my children currently are not in regular school. My oldest is homeschooled. My 2 little ones, my middle child, she's unschooled, so she doesn't attend public school. And so I don't want her to ever go to like a regular school because for what I'm trying to teach her, I feel like it's going to, if she go to public school, they're going to be doing the complete opposite all day, every day.
Exactly. So what kind of school did you say she in?
She's unschooled. She goes to an agile learning center. And
Okay.
unschooling is when they don't have a curriculum and they don't teach. So let them just really just learn on their own through play and through exploration all day.
Oh wow, that's dope. I didn't even know like they had that type of schooling for kids.
Yeah, I have to pay her tuition because the state of Georgia not gonna fund that. But
Oh,
but
okay,
she
okay.
she goes
Now
that my oldest daughter, she wants to go to regular high school. And
uh-huh.
I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna let her go to regular high school. But
Uh-huh.
I kind of don't want her to, but it's her choice. Like my father passed about a year ago, and one of his last requests was that he asked her, "Can you go back to regular school for high school?" So she's
Mm.
trying to, honor her, her grandfather, and I get
Okay.
that. So I'm gonna let her go,
Okay.
but when she go, I gotta stay on her because I don't want
Yeah,
them to
yeah, yeah.
undo everything I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, if you get it in her now, by the time she hit high school, because at a certain age, once you instill certain things, like them kids know, so she'll be able to see the
Hmm.
difference. Even when she go to high school, she'll be able to see the difference. Like, man, this probably some bullshit, but she want to
Yeah,
do it. She want to do that to honor her grandfather. So I
yeah.
think that's dope. I think that's dope. How old are your kids, if you don't mind me asking?
My oldest is 14, my middle child is 7, and my youngest is 4.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
the other kids, Like, what kind of schooling are you planning on? Schooling for them or the
I'm
same
just
type?
yeah, because my 4-year-old, she's still in preschool, but once she's out, she's gonna be going to the unschooling place, the Agile Learning Center with the 7-year-old. Yeah.
Okay. Man, that's what's up. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, because one thing about it is, like, who can raise your kids better than you can raise them? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just like those people, all they teach is like distorted information, and it's like
Right.
if you a star seed, then you already know your kids got your genetics. You know what I'm saying? That they
Exactly.
come from you. You know, so you want to make sure they got the proper information that they need to travel on the journey. You know.
And my oldest daughter, she channels as well, but she doesn't channel in light language. She'll channel something. It'll just be random. Like, we'll be in the house and like all of a sudden she'll just come in the kitchen and she's like, "Mommy, I just channel," and she'll just tell me what she just channeled. It'll hit her randomly. I think because she's young, it's not organized yet.
Yeah.
And she said, "I just had to download."
That's crazy. Do you got any videos what you doing light language or no on YouTube?
Not yet. I've been debating whether I'm gonna film it or not.
You sound like the guy. You saying the same thing. The guy that was just this. He was just starting with this. You some of the things you say is similar, because he was like, he don't know if he should share this with people, or you know what I'm saying, like.
Right. But my spirit is telling me I need to share it, because I'm summoning everyone. If I'm summoning all the earth gods, I have to make myself accessible to the earth gods. So putting myself out there, would be a way for them to see me. Yeah. So
Yeah. Nah, I think that'll be dope. What else was I about to say about that light language? When I hear the light language, you know what? It almost sounds like speaking in tongues. You know how Christians do? It almost sounds like speaking in tongues, and basically, the Holy Ghost. You get what I'm saying? Like the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is like channeling through you. But it's interesting, because when I saw Aaron do it for the first time, I'm like, wow, like, but it's actually beautiful. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's interesting. I'm like, how is this coming through her? Like, what's she getting that I don't got? Because this language didn't come through me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's for everybody neither. And I don't know. I mean, whatever I'm, able to tap into, like, whatever's for me is gonna be for me. But it's interesting to hear and see people actually do it. Yeah.
She's Arcturian as well, but when I went into meditation, I was told that she's from another group of Arcturians. Like, we're from the same star system, but she's like from another.
Isn't hers like Lumerian? The Lumerians?
She's Arcturian. She's Arcturian as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, but we're from two different groups of Arcturians.
Yeah. So what are the Lumerians? I don't know. It seemed like I heard her speak on something about the Lumerians.
Yeah, the Lumerians are also star seeds. So it's some people who are star seeds who are Arcturians, Lumerians, and it's other groups. Like, you have to look it up. But only two I can remember right now is Arcturian and Lumerians. But it's so many groups. And like, I found out through my meditation which one I was. But sometimes, like, Erin can tell you. She can tell you which one you are. To some people are very gifted. They can say, "Oh, you're from this star system," like that.
Dang. Yeah. See, I think all of that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, but I know all of, like, I'm a part of the like all of that. Like, like, if anything, I'm everything. But it's just like I don't really do labels. Like, I mean, I do labels to a certain extent. I'll do it for conversational purposes. Like I said, I will subscribe to, like, imagination. Clearly, that's a label or a title or whatever. But, like, in my real existence, like, I don't subscribe. I feel like I'm just a spiritual being having a human experience. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know what part of the cosmos I come from, like, because where can we actually pinpoint a place in the cosmos? Like, all of this stuff is infinite, and when things are infinite, there is no beginning and no end. So a lot of times, these creation stories, like the stories from the Bible and all that stuff, like, I don't really, like, as far as like a creation story, like, can we really have a creation story? Because again, there is no beginning and there is no end. And, like, energy
always constantly traveling. So I might be from this place, that place. Like I'm from everywhere. I'm from the universe. I'm from the ethers. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm from dark matter. That's where I'm from. Wherever dark matter from. Like, so it's just like I can't really pinpoint myself to be a certain, but for the people who can, like, I think that's a beautiful thing, because it's like they know something that I don't, you know, as far as on their journey, you know. But yeah, for me, like I would like identify like as a mystic, you know, an alchemist. I'm a chemist, you know what I'm saying, because I do work with the potions and stuff like that. I'm a light worker. I'm a humanitarian. You know, I do light work. I'm not sure if you saw my altars or whatnot, but the light work that I do is just strictly just to uplift. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't doing no hexing or nothing like that. You know? But yeah, you know, I try to keep my life real sacred. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my life. It's more than a lifestyle. Like, this is my existence. This is my being, you know? So I just try to be aligned, you know, align with the source, align with the divine, align with, you know what I'm saying, nature as much as possible. But it's just like, we all got work to do. Like, I even got work to do. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I caught your video about the, I didn't catch the whole thing, but when you was like how LGBTQ people are unbalanced or whatnot, and I definitely I can receive that 1,000% or whatnot, and even though, you know, I don't subscribe to any particular community, but clearly I am what people will label as that. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, I am attracted to women. You get what I'm saying? But I didn't get deep enough into your video to see what your whole thing about that was. But I can see where people who are in that community are unbalanced, and it can also be a chemical imbalance too happening as well. But I don't know, maybe if you wanted to get into that conversation, you know, real quick before you get into that. What my day said, Solar said he was Nature Boy teacher. Man, Solar is a damn lie. He was Nature Boy's servant. He was Nature Boy's servant, and he was his foot rubber. That's who he was. He was not his well, you know what? He could have been a teacher, because we can all learn from each other in some type of way, but he wasn't over there running shit, you know what I'm saying? And then I guess Andre, I think this Andre page is a troll. But let me not to get distracted. Let me bring it back to you, because about what you were saying.
Yeah, about the LGBTQ community. What I was saying was, and I try not to come off as being like condescending or rude, because a lot of people do that when they're talking about that community. But I just feel like there is people who subscribe to that label. They are not bad people. They are not going to, quote unquote, burn in hell and all that, like people say. But it's just a level of imbalance. And a lot of people have imbalances. Like, most people have some type of imbalance in their life that they have to work on. But that particular community, you can see it, like it's part of their lifestyle. And so it's more prevalent. You can see them living this imbalance out. And it may be due to like residual things, like we incarnate on earth many lifetimes. And so just because you're a woman in this lifetime don't mean you were always one. I know for a fact that in one of my previous lifetimes, I was a white male. So you can be anything. So let's just say you was a guy, and then you pass away and you incarnated as a woman. Everybody has residual things from previous lifetimes that still be in them. So a lot of times people you was a man, but in this lifetime you're a woman, and you find that you are attracted to women. That could be a residual feeling or emotion from when you were a man. And you don't know why you have that, but that's what that could be. It could be hormonal imbalances, because I know that they put things even in baby formula and baby food that will trigger hormonal imbalances from people, and they think that they were born that way, but they weren't. It's just that the hormonal imbalance started so early on they don't remember it, and so they have maybe they're a woman with too much masculine hormone, or a man with a little bit too much feminine hormone, and it's an imbalance. And I feel like with all these pride parades and all those things, and what we're doing for this community, instead of embracing them having an imbalance, we need to address it and try to uplift them so they can like be in their highest light. Because I feel like with the whole universe based off a balance of divine masculine and feminine, is they're not living within that balance. They're not bad, but they're not living within it. And we need to come together to assist them and help them pinpoint how the imbalance started and how to address it and how to go within and help them. You see what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah. So Nature Boy, he back then they did videos on like homosexuality. You get what I'm saying? They was breaking it down. And I don't know if that's what prompted you to make the video, but I caught a piece of the live because you was trying to say how, remember it was something about Mama Nine wearing the dress, and you know what I'm saying? How they was mad about that. You get
But she peeped that it was an imbalance, and she was trying while she was there.
Exactly.
To
So
help herself.
I'm here as a quote unquote, whatever people won't call me a stud. I don't know. Because if you really know me, like I clearly I don't do those labels, but again, for conversational purposes, or what people like to say. But me, I am very in tune with my feminine ways. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm a very feminine woman. Like I enjoy being a woman. I would never want to be a man or nothing like that. So I'm in tune with my masculine, I'm in tune with my feminine. But I have that balance, that what do you call in the beginning? You know how it was two
divine masculine, divine feminine?
Not androgynous. It's it start with an H. It start with an H.
I don't know.
It'll come to me. But it's a person like that's like a man and a woman, like together in one, like the very first person to ever exist.
Hermaphrodite.
A hermaphrodite. You get what I'm saying? So like I'm not calling myself I'm everything and no thing. You get what I'm saying? But I'm very balanced within my masculine and feminine energies. You get what I'm saying? So but what was I saying? I was about to go. Oh, because the whole Mama Nine thing. Now, I got totally what you were saying. People thought you were wrong. You know what I'm saying? People like, no, she's gay. You need to let her be gay. You get what I'm saying? But like you say, she was really trying to like, you know, like overcome some shit and balance that shit out. Because not even that, when you watch the most recent videos with Mama Nine, like she's way too masculine. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like doing all that, you know what I'm saying? You ride around with a gun. Like, I mean, shit, I got guns too, but I'm not on the internet like that.
Right.
I'm put up, but in case I need it, you know, in case of emergency or something like that. But it's a certain way you're supposed to carry yourself as a woman, because at the end of the day, we still got a vagina between our legs. Like,
exactly.
Bitch, you bleed every month. Like, what is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So I totally got exactly the points that you was trying to make, but the people wasn't able to receive that. So again, I was like, I don't know if that was what prompted you to make that video. But even in that Mama Nine situation, like they told her, they was like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't make her do that. You know what I'm saying? She was like, she was tired of running on the rocks. When I watched that video, I was like, bro, you tripping? Because if I'm like this, and if I ain't ready to be in no relationship with no guy, bro, I'm gonna keep running on the rocks with the mans. Like, you got me fucked up, my nigga. Like, that's, you want to be a man? All right, well then keep hanging out with the mans, Right. You know? Matter of fact, when they was out here in Vegas, like anytime like Chief would have like call the men together, or take the woman upstairs, I was always with the men. You get what I'm saying? Even though I'm not a man, but I was always with the men. You get what I'm saying? And and Chief would tell you, Chief, it's a video I got. He was like, Anna, man, Anna, that's my nigga. Anna is the female version of me. You get what I'm saying? So, but I know I'm very tapped into my femininity, but there's a balance with that. So when that happened with Mama Nine, no one forced her to do that. Like, you the one who didn't want to run on the rocks with the mans no more. You know what I'm saying? You the one who didn't want to play into your manly role. So you was like, all right, well, it do make sense. Because for me, it makes sense. It makes sense. Like, I've had a question. I don't have kids, but people like, Anna, like, would you ever have kids? Maybe is that really in my plans? Not really, because I don't want to really bring a kid into this world. You know, it's a lot of foolishness going on right now. And if I'm not all the way stable within myself, I don't know if I should be, you know what I'm saying, like bringing life forth right now. You know what I'm saying? But not only that, like, it's just like would you ever? I don't know what I would ever do. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm at the end of the day, I'm human. So it's just like, but I can look at a guy and I can be like, oh, he's a very handsome guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might not be sexually attracted, but I can be like one of my homegirls, like, oh yeah, he that's a good catch for you, or he's a handsome guy. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can respect men. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still know how to play my role as a woman. So that's that balance. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of these little studs or wherever you want to call them, they don't have that. Like, they really want to be a man in their mind, and they really think they a man and stuff like that. Like, nah, bro. Like, even with certain situations, bro, if you a female, you don't got no business being. Why you in this man face bucking up at this man like that when you already know? You get what I'm saying? Like, us as women, we have roles to play. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But we women are powerful within them own selves too, because I think I like saw like documentaries when like women, like they was like running the whole village type shit. Like women, yeah, they be the one who call the shots and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even did you see The Woman King?
I didn't see that. I think I might have prejudged it and didn't watch it, but
so that's what I did. So in the beginning, I saw the title, and when I saw the title, it was like Woman King. I was like, oh, this is a woman trying to be a king. You get what I'm saying? Like, I prejudged it until I sat down and actually watched it, and I'm glad I did, because that was an amazing movie, and that movie kind of reminded me of Chief and the Wives. You get what I'm saying? Because there was a part, the girl was like, I just want to protect my king. You get what I'm saying? So they was like battling for their king type shit, but the women were the real life warriors. Like, you know what I'm saying? They was warriors in that movie and shit like that. But it ended up being a dope movie. What was my reason for talking about The Woman King? I don't know, but I know we was talking about the whole being balanced, your masculine and feminine, and a lot of these gay people, they're out of balance. They're not balanced with it.
Right.
Yeah. It was something else I was gonna go into. Oh yeah, because they were trying to say that they forced her to be like that, but she had a choice. Like, she didn't have to do that if she didn't want to. And it was just like a rap. They shoot like it when she put the rap on shit. The guys had on raps too. You get what I'm saying? Like, niggas wasn't wearing like regular clothes over there. So it was just like, all right, for the image and for what we trying to portray to the homosexual community to become more balanced within yourself. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, us as a woman, we're here to reproduce. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of like the role for us to come into when we come more into our higher selves. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
go ahead.
With me I made a video on my channel called "Raise Your Daughters to Be Housewives and Not Career Women," because I feel like feminism has become like a poison to women here, because we're so ingrained to grow up and be independent and strong, and you don't need no man, and don't dare be a housewife because then you won't have a career. But I really feel like I'm very old school with it. I feel like a woman's place is in the home, and nobody is raising their daughters to be that homemaker, because if you got women on the home front that's taking care of the home and taking care of the children, and they're raising these children, the children grow up better. The men are out there and they're in the workforce, and it's a balance between the two. So I'm literally raising my daughters. They can, if you want to go to college and career, fine, but I'm going to teach you those skills. I'm going to teach you that being a housewife is not a damnation. It's there's strength in that. There's power in that. There's something we've always done. We held down the home front and had the children, and the whole neighborhood, the whole community was on our shoulders while the men were working and providing. And it was a balance. Both parties respected each other. Like, the man respected the woman for what she did, and the woman respected the man for what he did. And it wasn't demeaning or nothing. And my children, like, we clean up. I have them cook with me. I teach them womanly things about, when you grow up, you're going to have a husband and children, and you have to know how to do these necessary things. And, there's strength in being a housewife, and they know that.
Yes.
They know that.
And see, that's the divine feminine right there. And I wish that more women would tap into that energy. And it's crazy you said that, because over the summer, I had my little sister. She's 15. Sissy is 15 now, and she came to visit me. So it was different because she used to live out here with me, but she was younger. And so now she's like all grown. And, you know, it was been a couple of years since I went home to visit. So it was like we had a lot of catching up to do. Like, man, my little sister's a teenager now. So she has a boyfriend and all this stuff. I'm like, tell me more. Like, I need to know what's going on in your whole life, right? But this was my time for me to teach her. Like, I was teaching her like every day, like I was on it with her or whatnot. And I had her in the kitchen with me, and I had her making herbal teas, and her boyfriend is like a star athlete at their school or whatnot. And I'm like, you know, and I was telling her, I was like, when you get older, I was like, you know, or as you get older, I said, you can come in business for yourself and have your own business and motion going on. But also, if you still with your boyfriend, and let's say he becomes like a professional athlete, more than likely you'll be a housewife. And I was like, you're gonna need to know, like, if he ever gets sick, you're gonna need to know how to make these herbal teas and stuff. So I got her down there with me, and here I am, quote unquote, supposed to be a stud. You know what I'm saying? But I'm teaching my little sister how to, you know, stand in her femininity and how to do for her husband. Because, and I was even talking to my dad on the phone about that yesterday. I was like, we got into this whole conversation about, you know, the black man and black woman being against each other and all that shit. But you got to think, the black woman today has been weaponized to be used against the black man. You know what I'm saying? They have become these independent, like, oh, I don't need a nigga for shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, oh, I got my own money. And if you think about it, they got all these government jobs. All of these black women are in these government, you know what I'm saying? Like, talking about they don't need a man, but a man is the one who paying their bills. The white man, right? That, like, you get what I'm saying? So you
get all the government assistance. And I'm not even gonna, I can't call, you know, I can't be a pot calling the kettle black, because I was a single mom. I'm not single now, but I was a single mom. And so, you know, you're trained to get all this government assistance. So you say you don't need a man, but without the man, the government, you still wouldn't have groceries and your rent and these things like that. So I was also in that mindset as well, but I had to come into my divine femininity, because I tried that feminism independent mindset, and that was miserable. I was miserable. Like, and now I have a king, and I bow to him, I submit to him. Like, I will literally bow to him. Like, I submit to him, I honor him.
Reverence. You got reverence.
Yes. And like, and he is the leader of my household. Like, he leads my household. And like, whatever he says goes.
That's how it's supposed to be. Like, when it's a union, you get what I'm saying? Like, you guys are a team. So y'all supposed to be working together, not against each other. And a lot of these black women, they go against their black man. And like they said, oh, nigga, I don't need you. Nigga, I got my own money. I got my own government job. I think they mentioned that both of her daughter works in the correctional facilities. You get what I'm saying? So like, when you go up in them systems and them jails and in them hospitals, and all black people working for them now. You get what I'm saying? So so these black women have been Europeanized, and they have took on the mentality of the white man. You get what I'm saying? And so they're becoming their oppressor, and they're becoming, you get what I'm saying? So they try to, you gotta think, some shit pop off, you know what I'm saying? She talking shit, and I'm not condoning violence, but you know what I'm saying? If some shit she can easily call the police, like, or just not even if it get violent, she can call the police for anything, and the police gonna pull up. She got backup and shit. But just imagine if this system was not in place, and let's say we in the jungles of Puerto Rico, we in the jungles or whatever, and it's just us and the black man and stuff, bro, you was not getting in nobody's face like that, bro. Like, you and even like tribal people, how they operate, that shit don't go down. They got it's levels of respect, and like for some reason the black man is the black man is the only one who seems to have a problem with his woman. You get what I'm saying? Because when you go over there, that you know, to like the those other countries and stuff like that, like Africa and the Middle East, and you know, and India and stuff, like they are how you just described. That's how those women, like, you know, operate. They are in their
They are, and we are taught to think that they are being oppressed. And when you go over there to the Middle Eastern countries and African, they're like the African countries, and women like, we're not oppressed. This is how you're supposed to operate. But our society teaches us that those women have no rights. They're oppressed. They're being treated wrongly by their men. But those women are happy where they are. They're not. You see what I'm saying? We just been conditioned to think that type of life is wrong. When you honor, when you honor and follow your king. And I see how the wives are with Eligio, and that's exactly how I am with my king. Like it's
and that's how my brother wife, that's how she is with him too. And my brother ain't always perfect. I'm like, dang girl, you still holding him down. You get what I'm saying? But it's just like sometimes you gotta stick it out, and you gotta have grace and compassion for these men and allow them to recorrect themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say like Nature Boy, like he becoming a better person in the way he just how he gonna adore his wives 1,000 times more whenever he get to reunite with them in the physical. Because it's just like, man, like y'all never left my side not one time. So it's just like, yeah, like, and Nature Boy will always talk about like the real like people are the real value. You know what I'm saying? Relationships are the real value. And if you look, he been locked in with the same people for the past. He been with the same wives for past like 4 or 5 years. You get what I'm saying? And here you got these ex members. They all mixed up. You get what I'm saying? They all mixed up and all that type of shit. So it's just like, I don't know. Longevity is like a beautiful thing to me. Like when people who can really lock in and you just down for that, I think that's a beautiful thing. You know, I think that's a beautiful thing. But what Medea talking about is she's like, yep, one at the feds, one at state, nephew in law enforcement, cousin-in-law. Bruh, your whole family the police.
Lord.
But she proving my point, bruh. She proving my point. Like I don't care, bro. You can't get me to sign up for no badge, bro. You can't get me to sign up. Like, where did this badge originate from? You know what I'm saying? Clearly, it says slave catcher. This was a slave catcher badge, and now this is just on some other shit. Like, bro, I would never. That nigga, your nephew could have been a barber. He could have went and been a bar. He could have went and played basketball, but he chose the fed. You know what I'm saying? But people gotta do what works for them, and that's them NPC. You know, we in the Matrix. Did you watch the Matrix with Neo and all that?
I watched the first 3. I didn't watch the recent one.
Well, the beginning one. The beginning is the main one I'm talking about. But I don't know if you remember, he was walking and the girl with the red dress passed by, and he looked, you know, and the dude, you know, the agent was right there, but Morpheus was trying to tell him, like, all of these people in the system, you get what I'm saying? Like,
some of them are part of the system.
Yeah, he was explaining it. He was explaining like you can't trust these people. We are not in a jungle. This is America. Boy, I tell you one thing, boy, Medea go hard for that white man, bruh.
But America is where life started. People think that life started in Africa, but it didn't. It started in America. This is the
land of the indigenous people.
Right. And I'm Washita. Washita's the original tribe.
With the Constitution, she's starting with the white people government.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What was that? What was it before then? But let's talk about that. Why?
Because the Constitution is a foreign government. Because I've been looking it up. When America's so-called quote unquote won the Revolutionary War, as soon as they won it, it was a treaty signed that undid it. So like the government that we're under is still the British Crown. Like we under a foreign government. Like this is like, it's not a real government. It's under a foreign government. It's a bunch of
all the shit rigged, but because everybody believes in it or participates in it, that's what makes it real. Look at Medea trying to stir up some shit. She said, "Why you let Gaia slide for saying gay people shouldn't be gay?" I mean, I feel like if gay people is gay, that's they lessons to learn. You get what I'm saying? But she said, "Why you let Gaia slide for saying gay people shouldn't be gay?" I just feel like gay people should be more balanced.
Right.
Oh yeah. What you about to say?
I'm just saying that's just something they have to work on themselves. Like everybody has something they need to work on. I'm not saying that everybody else is just perfect except for gay people. I'm just saying that's their thing they got to work on for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So boom, I wanted to go back to that because there was like how he wanted her to be gay and he gay, and Nature Boy broke down the whole shit behind homosexuality. He broke that shit down, right? He broke it down clear as day. And that's why he always had a lot of supporters from the LGBT community, right? And so boom, he did the video. He did the video on homosexuality. Mama Nine she chose to do that. Ain't nobody forced her to do that. I'm trying to get to the main thing of what I'm trying to say here. Because they try to say, well, he was gay or he was a homosexual, so why would he try to whatever? Like, nah, like if you want to be in this image, like, or if you want to be, you know what I'm saying, either you gonna work becoming more balanced, but if you don't want to work on becoming more balanced, then stay with the men. And I think that's when I was telling you, like when I used to be around them, he used to always have me with the men. You get what I'm saying? And so for me, I know that I'm still in tune with my femininity and stuff like that, but I would have rather been down there with them anyways than upstairs with the females, because that just, or I could really be in either room. That's just how that's just how like fluid I am. You get what I'm saying? So that was a choice Mama Nine made. She could have kept running on them fucking rocks. She chose fucking not to. And that's in a lot of these studs out here. They think they're a man or they want to be a man. Bitch, you ain't no man. You get what I'm saying? And that's just facts. I don't care how much the transgenders people want to be called another person. What was you born with?
Right.
And so like, when you going against your true nature, and I don't believe in going against my true nature as to why I embrace my femininity. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm a full blown room. Like we could be watching a movie and a sad scene come on, and you look over and like tears coming down my face. Like you like I done been in it, and my friend, she like, oh my God, she's like, Anna, are you crying? And I'm like over there just like wiping the tears. Like I'm very like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm kind of like, yeah, like emotional.
Right. Me too.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still a woman at the end of the day, and I embrace that. And I remember like Chief post, matter of fact, that video is on my Facebook, and he was talking about how an alpha woman is like basically how like in her feminine. I'm gonna have to pull that video because he described exactly what I'm talking about, right?
I gotta find that video.
Yeah, so when he was breaking down homosexuality, he was really saying what was he saying? He was saying how now you have this gay pride, and anything that has been suppressed for a long time will eventually get to an extreme point. So that's just like Black people. You suppress Black people for all this long time, and they couldn't comfortably be themselves. Now you have this Black this Black pride, this you know this Black Lives Matter and stuff like that, because now this is the extreme movement. This is the extreme part of it for being suppressed for so long. And that's the same thing with gay people. They've been suppressed for so long, and you know what I'm saying, and they've been shunned out for so long, to now they're coming out with this fucking pride, like, no, this is who we are. You get what I'm saying? So that you have to understand that. You get what I'm saying? And for me, why am I what people will be considered gay, or why am I attracted to women, or why do I have a heavy masculine energy? I feel like remember how you were saying in our past lives, we may have been something else. And not only that, but when my mom was pregnant with me, my dad was like abusive. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like that abuse, that when I'm being created in her womb, like that's going to send certain like signals to my genetics to like, now that I'm born, a nigga ain't gonna be able to put his hands on me. You get what I'm saying? It's like a defense mechanism that's installed in my genes, like, because you know what I'm saying, my mom was suppressed. Now I'm about so it's almost like my dad probably is the reason why I'm gay. He probably made me gay because the way he like suppressed my mom with all that energy. Now that I'm born, it's like a nigga can't even think to put his hands on me. You know what I'm saying? Nigga,
you know what? I just got a download about you. You caught your mother's energy and you went into your masculine energy. You were born to protect your mother. So you came out like you took on this masculine energy as a baby so that you could protect your mother. You see what I'm saying? From what was happening, because you peeped it while you were in the womb, but
Yeah.
then when you came out like, okay, nobody gonna hit her or me. Nobody's gonna abuse either one of us. You know what I'm saying? Like you came out in that masculine energy to be your mother's protector. Like
Yeah,
that.
and the fact that I am my mother, that means like to be my own protector too. You get what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So yes,
Mhm.
those genes were definitely triggered in me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like if I was to
Mhm.
break this shit down, like my father made me gay. Like if you didn't want to have no
Mhm.
gay daughter, then you shouldn't have, because now you produced a woman who like you know what I'm saying, who not even attracted to men like that. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like I'm not even attracted. Like my dad, he made me that way because of how he treated my mom, you know. So
Mhm.
that's kind of like my perspective on that. But I'm trying to I want to find this video real quick, but I also want to, because I'm trying to make a point. Maybe I need to make my point first before I look for the video. But yeah, so I was talking about how gay people, because they've been suppressed, they come out being extreme with the
Mhm.
whole gay pride thing. Oh yeah, so I feel like I never associated, like I've never, you want to know a crazy fact is
What?
I've never been to like a gay pride in my life. You know how like people go to
Mhm.
gay prides and shit like that. Like I never like really been to a gay pride. Now my peoples did take me to something once, but it's just
Mhm.
like I'm not in the mix of that. Like I don't wear rainbow belts, I don't wave the
Yeah.
flags, and nothing like that stuff don't resonate with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Mhm.
understand what's going on. I understand this is them, the extremity of things, and I'm more balanced within myself to where that stuff don't even matter to me. You know.
Mhm.
What else was I about to say about this? So in my real, I'm 33 years young. So in my whole life, I only been in like 3 relationships. You get what I'm saying? Like with women,
Mhm.
it's not like, you know, I've been with a, you get what I'm saying? But that's just
Right.
that's my cup of tea, right? But I do feel like being a gatekeeper, the goal with me is to become balanced within myself, as balanced as I can possibly be, right?
Right.
And but I'm also attracted to what I'm attracted to. So I don't feel like being who I am is wrong. Okay. And then I mentioned something about past lives.
Mhm.
And hold on, let me. Yeah, like it's like being gay. Like, would you say being gay is wrong?
I I wouldn't say it's wrong. I would say it was like it's an imbalance. It's just and it's just like any other imbalance
Yeah,
that
yeah.
someone may have. Because we all have imbalances we need to work on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
But there's a way to become balanced about it, right? Because that's why I feel like I
Yeah.
am. I feel like I'm balanced about it. Like I feel like but I feel like I don't have to sleep with the man to make that, you know what I'm saying? As
Mhm.
long as I'm able to identify, because oh yeah, at the end, we are really the same thing. That's why I don't do labels. Labels go to men and women, and labels are good to like identify roles and stuff. But for the most
Mhm.
part, we are the same people, dog. Like the men, we got a clitoris, they got a penis. You get what I'm saying? We got ovaries,
Mhm.
they got balls, they got chest, we got breasts. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's just certain things is just an extension, and then that goes back to the first person that ever existed was a hermaphrodite.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and then that's that gatekeeping energy. So I feel like some of the most powerful people in the world are gatekeepers. You get what I'm saying? They call us two-spirited beings. And when you're
Mhm.
a spirited being, like you're able to see life through like the eyes of a man and a woman. And I am. Like sometimes like my people
Mhm.
like, damn, Anna, you think just like a nigga. You think just like a dude. Like you get what I'm saying? But it's just like because I get it. You get what I'm saying? I go through
Right.
similar shit with women, so I know what these guys be talking about because I be dealing with shit with my own, woman. You get what I'm saying? But then I
Hold
also
on 1 second, Anna. Give me 1 second. Huh?
okay, all right, do your thing.
I'm coming. I'm gonna come right now.
Let me
Hey,
see.
Anna, I gotta get off real quick. I got some stuff I gotta
All right,
finish
do your
up. We're
thing.
gonna
Do your thing.
have
Peace, goddess.
peace.
I'll talk to
Peace,
you later.
goddess.
Peace.
All
All
right, talk
right.
to you later.
All right.
Bye bye.
Peace. Let me see. Let me go to the comments. Let's see. Go back in these comments because I think I missed a lot of these comments. Go back to Andre 3000 comments. He said, I respect Malia as the queen. I just feel Aya has carried herself through the entire journey, physically and mentally, in grace and fashion, not taken away from others. Honor where is due. I can respect your opinion. I feel like they all queens. They all queens. They all got their special things about them. But Chief just really connected. You get why I'm saying? He's definitely connected, to Queen. So I said he was Nature Boy teacher. Yeah, nah, he was his servant. You know about the mixtapes, Andre? Yeah, them joints be slapping. But they helped me out with the word hermaphrodite. If you say I'm a troll, then I am. However, listen to the knowledge every night. There is divine feminine and divine masculine. Mankind is both at the same time. Gender is physical representation. Yeah, you're right about that, Andre. That's what I was just saying just now. A woman breastfeeding in her divine masculinity. A woman wanted to save the sick children in her divine femininity. I agree. I feel like as melanated women, we come here to heal the planet. We come here to heal through our wombs, and especially like with our hands. Like if you notice, like a woman, like whether if you do hair or if you get in the kitchen and you know how to make a healthy meal. And like for me, I make potions, so like I'm always working with my hands. But yes, us as melanated women, we are here to heal humanity. A woman submitted to a man is actually her masculinity. A man wanted to take care of a woman is actually his femininity. Yes, I can agree with that. It's Medea, you the police. That's why you be on that police. It's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. You're only gay at the lowest level, the physical aspect. Mental mind is operating on a higher law. Masculine and feminine operate in opposite of each other. Spirit of you is feminine. That's the highest law. But you sleep with woman, babe. Make it make sense. She came for you and you letting her play in your face. Nah, we cleared that up. We actually cleared that up. We spoke on that. I don't think yeah, I think see that's where we can probably get more into that question. Watch she video what is masculine and femininity. Yeah, but see, that's why I don't even really like associate myself with the word gay. I don't really do labels, but I would say I'm a two-spirited being. I'm very in tune with my divine feminine and with my divine masculine. And but I am emotionally driven and attracted to women. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just, and I don't, but I'm balanced. I'm balanced with it. I'm more balanced with it. And she was talking about in the past life how she felt like she was a man. I don't know who I was or what I was in my past life, but I noticed on that little situation, that judge situation that happened the other day, that dude Diabra, when I broke down the meaning of his name and how that was Diabra was a judge in the Bible from the book of Judges, I was like, maybe he was he was a woman in his past life. You get what I'm saying? Or he might have been a judge in his past life. Like that past life should be crazy. But I don't know. I'm just dealing with what I can focus on and deal with now, which is the present moment of now and like where I'm at now. I don't know what star system I come from. I just know I am the star. Like, I am the cosmos. I am the universe. I am the elements, so it's like I can't really narrow myself down to be a gay person. I'm more than that. But yeah, this live ended up running over way longer Medea, you should go back to the beginning because I think I was reviewing you and Max, y'all little sit down with Q and just little quick fact checks real quick. And then I ended up getting to a conversation with Gaia. And then what's on Instagram? What am I showing? I'm still on Chief page. Oh yeah, this is the one I need to put on my community wall. Oldest skulls of America. The original looks just like Chief. The first Americans. The Brazilian find show that the New World was discovered tens of thousands of years earlier than previously believed. Certainly well before the time of the American Indians. Prehistoric skulls were found buried in layers of soil in Brazilian caves. They are the oldest skulls of America. Lucia belongs to a race found historically along the rim of the Indian Ocean, in the islands of South Asia and East Africa, and in Australia and Melanesia. BBC. That to me is a Negro face. It has all the features that you would associate with the Negroid face. The proportions of the face doesn't say anything about it being Mongolian. Richard Neve, a British forensic scientist. That stuff's so small I could barely read it. Aboriginals. Google Lucia woman. Yeah, so this is supposed to be like the first woman. Y'all think Chief related to her? I mean, he is Nature Boy. He is God. He is everything and no thing. All right, let me get up off of here. This shit ain't no run over too long. Yeah, but me, I believe in balancement. You get why I'm saying balancement. And I feel like that's what certain gatekeepers, if you're in your right, you know what I'm saying, in your most aligned place, and if you balance in accordance to Gaia, but there is, stop trying to start stuff. That is not what Gaia was saying. That is not what she said. The people like Mama Nine who think they a man and want to be a man, those are the gay people that's vibrating in a lower frequency. I'm not those type of people. I am very in tune with my femininity. If you are a gay quote unquote stud and you just overly masculine, that is imbalance. That's not balance. I'm not overly masculine. There's a balance with me. You know what I'm saying? Like half of me, you know what I'm saying, is two different spirits. That's why I say I'm able to see life through the eyes of a man and a woman. I'm able to see different perspectives. You get what I'm saying? Peace, reflection, study, hermetic, lawsuit, everything is balanced, and balance is a law. You know what, Andre? For me to think you a troll, you really be dropping that knowledge. So I can respect that, regardless of if I think you a troll or not. I can respect the knowledge that you be dropping, because what you just stated, study, hermetic, lawsuit, everything is balanced, it is a law. I don't even be reading books like that. Like, you get what I'm saying? A lot of stuff just be streaming, just be streaming, because I'm like, I be tapping in with myself, and I be tapping into source, into the elements. So when I start tapping into the elements, stuff just be, I be talking about stuff and I never even heard about it before. You get what I'm saying? But I already know, like, your higher self, like I was telling Gaia earlier, your higher self is your most balanced self. So it's about balance. You know, a lot of things are about moderation. Too much of anything isn't good for you. You know what I'm saying? But if you're looking for results, then a level of extremity will be necessary. And you know, then at that point, it's not all about moderation. It's like, no, I need to be extreme about this because I'm trying to like get a point across, or I'm trying to like get something out of this. You get what I'm saying? But for the most part, your most highest self is your most balanced self. And so that's why I believe in being balanced with everything. And so that's why like people would expect a stud or a gay person, you know what I'm saying, like to not like Chief or whatever, but like I could see a man for a man and I see woman for woman. So like I'm fall like right in the middle. I fall right dead smack in the middle. He said, if it's not balanced in the physical, then it's balanced in the spiritual, which is higher in hierarchy. That's why most people do drugs, to balance out something that's not balanced in the physical. Yeah, as above, so below, as within, so without. But yeah, like Nature Boy, the video he dropped on homosexuality, that shit was like dead on point, you know. So as to why people was like, oh, he's a spiritual teacher, but he agrees with the LGBT whatever community, and people didn't like that about Chief, and that's why everybody called him gay, because not that he supported it, but Chief has understanding. The highest form of understanding is love. So the highest form of love is understanding. So he's able to understand why these gay people are doing the way they are. He's doing what they're doing. He's able to understand why they are gay. You get what I'm saying? He's able to understand things about himself. So because he had that understanding, you get what I'm saying? Like he had that respect and love for that community. Whereas to other like religious leaders and stuff like that, it's like you're not supposed to associate yourself with the gay community. You get what I'm saying? But a good bit of his following is people from the quote unquote gay community. But yeah, it's about balancement. And ain't nobody made Mama Nine do that, John. I was listening to her. She want to be a victim so bad. Like, bro, like you see exactly what the hell was going on over there. You took your ass over there. Then you like, all right, I still want to be regular. Well, bro, keep running on the rocks with the mans. Keep doing, hanging out with the mans if you ain't trying to get into that. She could have stated how she stated and standing on business, but she wanted to, because she knew the true knowledge. Like, nah, maybe I do need to come on to my femininity. And I would, even for me, ain't nothing wrong with me putting on a rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, I'm already a nudist. We walk around butt naked, don't care who looking. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, so putting that on, like, coming more into my femininity, if that's something that I need to do to tap more into my higher self, that wasn't a problem. Now, if I don't want to have sex with somebody, bro, I'm not about to have sex with you. She only had sex with Moses because she wanted to, bro. She did not have to do that, bro. She did not. Ain't nobody put no gun to her head. Ain't nobody pressure her. Nothing, bro. Like, and I think I heard she was in a relationship with a man before. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, in my adult life, I guess I'm a certain type of gay person, because I've never been with a man like that. You get what I'm saying? When I was younger, I used to have like little boyfriends in like middle school and stuff like that. Like I must have came out probably in like the 10th grade and stuff like that. Maybe 9th grade, maybe in high school. That's when I started like kind of coming out a little bit. But for the most part, like, I have my little boyfriends here and there. But in my adult years, I never like had a relationship, an intimate relationship with a guy like that. And so I've heard that Mama Nine was in a relationship. So it's like she probably wanted to have that experience, because it's just like, if you don't want to have that experience, then don't put yourself in that position. She already said, she was like, yeah, I didn't want to be running on the rocks with the men no more. It was either I was going to be running on rocks or I was going home. At the end of the day, you got choices. Can't nobody make you do nothing. He said, you are very feminine. It's just in the areas most women are not. I'm grateful, Andre. I could receive that. I'm grateful that you're able to see that. Because if you see a picture of me, like, I got tattoos on my neck, I got tattoos, and I used to have dreads. You get what I'm saying? So I might appear to be one way, but yeah, if If you really get to know the real me, the real Anna is feminine as fuck. I am in tune with my femininity. I embrace my femininity. I'm grateful for being a woman because I got a role to play, and I feel like that's why, like, I be attached to Chief. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's why I don't know. Yeah, but hey, Andre, I appreciate you tapping in, bro. Appreciate you dropping the knowledge. Medea, appreciate you for checking in with me, especially Gaia for her beautiful mind and perspective. But I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. You already know. Peace to the gods. I love myself and free my 3 to that shit backwards. 3 is free. 3 is free. 3 is free.